can make me
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. What's up, Jake? By the way, Jake, I am planning on doing a bit of farming on D4 to try to see if I can get a bunch of mats. Maybe tomorrow we could find a group together and just spam a couple of tournament bosses. But yeah, I'm a plan on doing a bit of farming for tomorrow. With that being my day off, hopefully I'll be able to. But yeah. How y'all doing? Welcome back. So we got a ton of things to do. We got apparently paladins are pretty broken on the pre-patch. I'd like to check them out. Rogue's got a pretty decent buff. Lots of classes got buffed up on the pre-patch, which is awesome. But the beta realms are also back up. So chat, what do we do first? Because we got hotfixes on the beta, not like a big blue post telling us exactly what's going on. Instead, we got to dig for them ourselves. So I'll let you guys decide. I kind of do. I want to do all of it, dude. I want to do all of it. I don't really know what to do. I want to do all of it, and I don't really know what I want to do first. I kind of want to do everything and anything all at the same time. But I did get to do the thing that I wanted to do, which is check out Prop Warrior and Warrior in general. By the way, Prop Warrior is so tanky. Like out of all the different tanks in the game, Prot, your health bar just doesn't move. It is so good. More love for Rogues. Dude, Rogues actually got buffed up just a little bit, but we could check out Rogues this week specifically. How y'all doing though? Welcome back, boys. More love for the Rogues. Yeah. What's up, bro? What's up, Davey? How you doing, man? What's up, dude? What's up, Frosty? How you doing, my guy? Welcome. Let me get music back up and running too. That's why I play Prot Warrior. Yo, dude, prior to these new tank nerfs that went globally, I didn't think Prot Warrior was that good. But after you nerf Blood DK, right? Okay, no longer immortal. You nerf Fantasy Demon Hunter and take away double sigils, so silence and fear and chain, so no longer chain CC, right? Bear Druid basically didn't really change. Brewmaster got tankier. And the prop probably basically fell off a cliff. I don't know what happened there, but it essentially allows prot to now like really stand out more, because you still have those layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of defensives that you can just overlap, and like you're just not movable, immovable force. No matter the unstoppable object, you are the immovable force. It is so good. There you got buffs. Yeah, so there's like this week in particular there was buffs in the hotfixes, so we had to really dig for them ourselves. So I'll bring up a couple of different, like, let me go find really quick all of the hotfixes for us to take a look at, because there've been a couple of them over in the beta. They haven't been like a proper blue post of like, hey, here's exactly 20% buff here, 30% buff there, paladin got nerfed, rogue got buffed, blah blah blah, right? None of that detailed info in a blue post in a blue nice format. Instead, a lot of them have been through hotfixes. So I need to pull up a couple of different hotfixes that were data mined by Wowhead, and we can kind of take a look at all the different changes that have happened to them. Now, there's actually another one that I need to pull on. Is this one? Because a lot of them are like spread all over the place. They're all like thin. They all got thinned out a lot. Like, I wish it was just like a raw amount of changes specifically, but there we go. There's actually a bunch of them. Yeah, you have to look at like multiple different like data mine things. It's hard to explain it. What's up, bro? Head to my man. Hey, now what's up, Battlefield? Head to my man. Prot Warrior's the boss. Like literally, they have become like with this global tank nerfing, Prot Warrior escaped like a bandit, and they do more damage now. Like physical damage does nothing to them. Nothing. They're still super tanky. Like Blood DK nerfed in tankiness, Avenged Demon Hunter no longer default tanky, and like Prot Warrior is the only one that's like default tanky. Well, not really, but it's like you have cooldowns, right? You still can layer things together. They reduce a lot of the passive tankiness, but the layering still ends up being really good. Like for those situations where like, okay, other tanks are gonna get hammered, you just like pop a wall, pop a wall, a demo shout, throw a couple of what is this song? Okay, I'll deal with this one. But it's like you throw a couple of chunks of your rage into ignore pain, and you literally ignore damage, and you just like ravage, big thunderstomp, ravage, and you can just spam revenge over and over, and like you're fine. You got like a window where you take no damage, and the healer's just like, well, what do I heal? I guess I'll do damage. Like those, like throughout an entire dungeon, my healer had to do very minimal healing. In the Necrotic Wake, the only thing that was hurting me is magic damage, and that's where Spell Reflect is awesome, because a lot of the magic damage can be spell reflected back at target. So like my Spell Reflect damage is a significant portion of my overall damage. It is so good, dude. It is so good. I actually feel like it feels better to play Prot Warrior in a +10 than like a lower key. Like I did try to +5, +7, and it's like, okay, I guess it's kind of fine. And then a +10, I'm like, I actually feel like tankier. I don't know what it is. I think it's the item level scaling that it provides you in a +5 or +10, or like, or it's just like, it feels like you can, I don't know, it feels like you can pull a little bit bigger because everybody expects for a bigger pull. Nobody really expects like a big giga pull in a 7 or a 5. So like CCs are more on point, but also it just allows you to like really get a big pull and really let the players do work. Ignore pain, shield block, you're receiving damage, shield wall, immortal. Exactly, yeah. And like some of the changes you can do, so depending on the specs that you run, whether you run the Demolisher spec or the Colossus rather with the Demolish ability, and you can get yourself like a more amped up version of Ignore Pain, so more damage goes into that Ignore Pain, allowing you to really outfit your Rage into like a pure defensive build if you want to, or you can play the Thunder Stompy, which is the more passive defensive. Like either one is really, really good. I was surprised. I was very, very surprised. I'm hoping this will be a big comeback of Prop Warrior, kind of like how they were huge in Season 1 of Dragonflight, and I'm hoping Prop Warrior stays like a very, very solid option with this like global tank nerf. Like, so crazy how certain tanks actually got tankier because of this global tank nerf. Them and Brewmaster Monks in particular are looking really, really good in terms of just passive survivability. It's so nice. But I also feel like for Prop Warrior, they've always had like, oh, you always relied on a healer to heal you, right? You can only delay damage or deny a portion of it, but you can like stop it and heal yourself. You know, you're not like a blood DK with the Death Strike. So I feel like for them, it's like they didn't have to make too many changes, and all they did is end up kind of nerfing their defenses a bit, but it's like, doesn't really matter. Hello, brother. What's up, Sully? Hey, my man. So, what's up, Dally? What's up, Lore? We got ourselves a bunch of hot fixes. So this is what we really have to take a look at, is a bunch of these hot fixes. And that's the only way you could really tell like what's got buffed up, what didn't get buffed up. And I'm actually gonna write some notes on the side. Register I'm being questioned with this build. I'ma give it a go to YTY. I was about to ask you for a build to hell yeah, Atha. Hell yeah. Alright, so I'm actually gonna make a notepad thing on the side just to like so we can track all these, because I haven't really put them together in the notes of like what's got buffed, what didn't. Normally we have a blue post, but we kind of just have to, you know, go through all of these and make notes here. Beta, what am I gonna call it? Hot fixes. I'm just gonna kind of like go through them really quickly, and then we take a look at some of the classes that get buffed up. We'll be moving to PvE and War Within, done with PvP. Really? I feel like PvP is getting quite a nice set of updates, especially with BGs. I think it's going to be really, really fun. So, Fire Mage, so Mages, Mage, Excess, Frost. Actually, I guess it should automate like this, right? Frostfire, Mage, Frostfire. Excess, Frost, Reduced. I guess I don't really need to comment all of it. Monk, Windwalker, Master apparently got buffed up. Windwalker, Monk. Monk's apparently got a bunch of cool stuff. Mastery, buffed. Rising Star, Rising Sun Kick damage, buffed 15% from 10, right? From 10 to 15 was 10. Don't only sub rogue or really hype the demons don't get me. A sub rogue? Apparently also, speaking about rogues, outlaw rogue. Mastery apparently got buffed up by like 46%. Mastery buffed by 46%, which is kind of neat. Demon Hunters got buffed up too, like Felscarred DH got buffed up. Felscarred DH buffed. Demon Surge, more attack power scaling. Flamebound nerf, crit strike bonus, 40% to 25%. I guess it didn't really get buffed up, honestly. Burning Blade also did get nerfed in it. Burning Blades, 60% to 35, yeah. So I guess I shouldn't really call it a buff, but change rather. To be honest, I'm expecting to enjoy PvP less and less. Want to try something different? I think it's a good move. I think it's a very, very good move. Apparently, Mistweaver got buffed up a little bit. Druids, I mean, it looks like a little bit of tuning from what I've been told. Paladin got some changes, but there was like other stuff they nerfed to. Rogue Deathstalker buffed up, so we could easily hop on Deathstalker if you guys want to do that. Deathstalker Rogue buff. We could see how it plays. It should be pretty solid. I don't even know what this is supposed to do. Preservation of Valkyrie, Gladiator's Distinction, or a buff. I don't even know what that, like, how do we even explain it? It looks like Windwalker, Monk Spin, and Crane Kick buffed up a bit. Crane Kick buffed? Crane Kick buffed? At least, I am probably going to cross-reference these with some of the changes that probably are tracking, most likely are tracking over in the Monk Discord. Because they're really, really good at this kind of things. Like, some Discords are really, really good at that. Agony, I covered that before already. This is more Agony buffs, kidney shot stuff, priest changes. This is aura adjustments though, but essentially just like a 50% buff to their filler abilities, which is kind of huge. There was a bunch of like Shadow Pan buffs too, which is what I was really actually interested in. Shadow Pan buffed. Look at that. So efficient training goes from like 15%. Efficient training 15% to 20% damage increase. The same cooldown reduction by the looks of it. That is like, it looks like Tiger Palm 20%. I guess that is the aura. Yeah, didn't Crane Kick too. Yeah, I guess so. And then Flurry Strikes, more attack power scaling, needs 300 energy plus 400, so that allows you to use them more regularly. High impact 10-second window, martial precision 12%, armor bypass plus 10. Yeah, these are the things that I like try to do. I try, at least I usually try not to do too much when it comes to data mining and stuff. Yeah, I can decide what rogue spec I'm gonna play. I think the safer choice right now is Assassination. I'm just not gonna lie to you. I think a safer choice is Assass because they got fantastic single target damage and they're a cooldown based class, and cooldown based classes are generally good within raid content, dungeon content. You can play around cooldowns. Assassination got spread damage. You don't have to worry too much about uptime. I mean, uptime is still important for rogues, right? You want to be getting those dagger strikes and envenoms or poison reapplications, but like you could leave bleeds on something, back away for a mechanic, come back in. You don't lose as much damage as like Outlaw and Subtlety, which are very heavy on uptime, or heavier on uptime. I mean, they're all very close to each other, but like if you were to like split hairs, yeah, Assassin's Creed better at that. I've expected I think already. I think the most fun spec for Rogue is sub. I don't really like purple though. I do really love purple. Yeah, there you go, dude. On the Assassin Rogue, you can put out 4 out of 6 poisons, those 2 poisons, same damage. Dude, it is so good. I think I'm gonna do a Dev Evoker as more my main Dev Evoker. I like both hero talents on the scale command and more. That's a choice. I like Devastation in general. I'm hoping that will be good. It really comes down to, I feel like, whether they make AUG OP. But if AUG is an OP and you can play Dev just fine, I'll be very happy with it. This hope Outlet Trickster will be good. It is still, I mean, we could test it out this week on the beta, see if they change it, but if there's an animation lock, as long as the animation lock for coup de grace exists, that's a DPS minus. It is a potentially DPS loss, and then it's not going to be played. Like, if the animation lock exists, it's a damage loss. Or at least, if it's a damage loss, it's animation that procs during between the eyes, it's a damage loss. If it only works during the natty dispatch, then it might be okay. But if it's only during dispatch, then it's a guaranteed damage loss. It's not great. Sorry if it's a touchy subject, but up to Kren, I haven't been around for a while. Kren's still around. I'm like, I was texting her earlier. I even got a message from her right now. Kren's still around. There we go. Let's see, what else is there? One versus many. Both Fist of Fury and Keck Smash damage buffed. Buff to Fist and Keck Smash. Buffed by 5%. Just to make it easy on myself. Wisdom of the Wall too. They did buff off Wisdom of the Wall Flurry Strikes. Hold on. Wisdom of the Wall, Flurry, Strikes, Shadow damage buffed. I think that's about all of it for Monk, right? Paladin, there's a bunch of like Holy Paladiners, but those I took a look at before. A lot of Paladins playing it. Most don't really notice. It seems like a tuning thing more than anything. Kingsbane, I don't really know what this is. Even the Rogue Discord was like, I don't really know what this is. I have no idea. Looks like they nerfed Scatter Prey. Multi-shot increases the damage of your next multi-shot by... Oh, that sucks for the... Wait. That's only for BM? Or is that for both of them? That seems like a hero spec thing, isn't it? But you increase the damage of your next butchery. That seems like a hero spec thing. The pack leader, isn't it? Oh, I'm wrong on that. And then DK got some changes. They nerfed some of these things, like Ceremony for Blood DK, which is not too bad. The damage of Soul Rupture, also not terrible. Like, it's fine for the most part. PvP nerfs for Third War as well as All Magic kind of hurt. But what can you do, right? Bombardment has a smaller window, but apparently more damage to it, I think. Yeah, it looks like more damage, but a bit of a smaller window. Disintegrate, Mass Disintegrate for Scale Commander got nerfed a little, same for Eruption. Life Cinders is a 50% value. Which kind of, it's a cool talent actually. I like this one a lot from Flameshaper. Essentially, when you place Renew on Blaze, you apply it on another target. It used to be for 100% value. Now it's from 50%. So that's gonna be a huge heal for a tank or whatever. This is the same notes that we took a look at yesterday. Part of it, yeah, but I have like multiple tabs open of all the different notes over the last few data mining things. I don't really know like when all of them really got implemented. I'm just gonna take a look at them in bulk or whatever. Arms Warrior can't have proper animation for some reason, like overpowered dual with animation, which makes 0 sense on arms since you use only one to hit a weapon. Overpower, I want to see, was that like the, I don't want to see what that looks like on the two-handed though. Does it look all funky? Is it like that slash across? I forget what it looks like normally. I thought it was just like a quick like spin or root, but I think depending on the rates that you play. I watch it all the time, and I think I should do some rotation videos. I'm very knowledgeable with every class. Started playing DK. It's not that easy for me, lol. I might, if there's like a big, like, if there's a big interest for me to cover, because I like taking a look at all the different classes, exploring them as best as possible. I don't think I'll be able to make like the greatest of guides ever. I feel like the only class I really know like the back of my hand to that intimate detail is Rogue, but I could do like some basic like, hey, here's how to get a warrior up and running as arms warrior, right? And give you like, here's all the information you should utilize in order to get better at warrior, but here's, let me go through all the basics and do like a class guide for every single class. It's a lot to do. There are channels that already do that. Maybe we're looking good or something. We did get buffed up. We could try Rogue's buffs because we did get buffed up. Fatal Intent is actually a functional talent now. I don't know if they got any bug fixes for us. That's a good question, actually. Is this something for sub? Beta tune changes, Deathstalker bugs get a shot to second duration. Deathstalker bugs currently ideally fixed soon. So bugs, yeah, still Deathstalker bugs. While I'm here, I might as well take a look at the monk stuff. Where is the Windwalker? Is it an announcement? 25% buff to SCK on the beta. Whoa, hold up. Many of us found recently buffs. Okay, so nothing really actually in detail on the monk Discord really either on like all these new stuff. Some question there. CB does damage, does the cable cancel immediately, picking up 2 orbs. The bugs and stuff. Theory crafting. Nothing really. I'm actually kind of surprised. Yeah, Windwalker announcements, I don't really see like anything. I guess it's like nothing in a blue post, nothing set in stone, but I'm pretty sure those changes are in. Blazing Bear damage goes by 800%. Yo, what the? Clash now has a minute cooldown. That kind of sucks. Sync Crusade. That got nerfed by the looks of it. Actually. Yeah, I did. That's unfortunate. Prophet's Will for Discipline. PvP modifier. Oh yeah, that's when it was Sub-Zero, so this must have been an older one then. Yeah, this is the older one. This is when they were initially nerfing Relic Shaman. Okay. That's all of it. Welcome. What's up, Rob? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Alrighty, boys. What do we do? Beta? Because we got some stuff I can test on the beta. We got monk changes, by the looks of it. Pretty sizable. Rogues with the Deathstalker, we'll give them a run. Or do some pre-patch. Because I think, man, apparently got like a perma wings build for me to try. So I can just give that a go. Biggest tip for playing out the Rogue in 3s was to play with the sound. Let me yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah, because you can listen for that like reset on comm points or whatever. Beta sub testing. Sub, dude, I'm playing assassination, dude. That is the high spec right now. Sub, I think, could be really good with Trickster in particular. Actually, let's go beta because I want to test if Trickster still is animation locked. I'm either be kind of happy or mildly disappointed. But yes, you definitely should make rotation videos that can do a single target damage with Outlaw. Outlaw, yeah, it's a lot going on with Outlaw. I'll definitely do a guide for Rogues, Assassin, Subtlety, and Outlaw whenever you actually get into like the endgame content of War Within. I thought that maybe I should do a guide for like pre-patch, but like the specs didn't really change too much and all the guides still function pretty well. But I'll make probably like a proper guide video on like everything you need for Rogues, rotation, buttons, all that stuff, right? Once we have a more set in stone, because the rotational things for Rogues in particular are changing a lot in the beta. Like, it's a little adjustment, right? But it's like, how many common points should you invest into a finisher? Right? Actually, let me go full face screen. Nah, you know what? Nah, you know what? I want you to look at the mog. Look at my Rogues mog. How many common points should you invest into a finisher? You have 7 common points maximum. You usually don't put 7 common points because you don't want to over-generate common points. So usually you go with 6. But what if you played 5? Technically, you're doing a little bit less damage with your dispatches in between the eyes as Outlaw. But with 5, you get to do more of those coin flips as Trickster. So you essentially are trading out potentially more value damage on your dispatch or between the eyes, which doesn't matter with the reset or crack shot because it gives you 5 common points anyway. But you're getting more rolls of your roll the bones, or roll the bones of coin flips, and you essentially can stack up the damage or the damage buff from the coin flip more often. Plus, there's also more uses of dispatch, which can also trigger more fate intertwined. So you got more instances of that. So you see how you're like shifting the damage from like your own to like a borrowed power essentially. Borrowed power, because it's supposed to be like a talent that we kind of get to keep or whatever. But you get what I mean, right? Alrighty. Is there still an animation lock on Trickster? If they fix the animation lock, I'll be a happy boy. Happy boy. Gonna break the meta. Maybe. I essentially would like to break a meta if possible. Breaking the meta is hard, though. Breaking the meta is hard. Ah, coup de grace. Wait, dagger? Oh yeah, I don't have the, oh, that's so weird. I'm not used to this. Not used to the whole, like, not having subterfuge in the opener. That is very, very unusual for me. Don't worry about it. I definitely did not follow the edge in the water. Okay, coup de grace. Still animation lock? Yes, it is! Ah, it's still animation lock. It has a charge that you can't control. And you can't use abilities during that. You still can't use... I spam backstab to see if an animation would go off. Nothing. It just... everything dims. I hate it. Red bandana guys, saw you with armies, face nice. Exactly, that's what Fate Bound are. Yeah, it's also like Defiance Brotherhood that are fighting space demons with like literally cosmic magic and space cannons firing from above. And this guy right here, just like, I can take it. That's essentially who they are, dude. They're just like, all right, let fate guide me. Yeah, there's no lore of Fate Bound really. It's just like, I wish there was more lore. Like Trickster, I feel like it could be kind of fine, right? You know how like, oh, you go in, distract somebody, hit them with an unseen blade. Deathstalker also kind of cool. Fate Bound are just like, they literally act as a hand of fate. What the hell is even a hand of fate? At the very least, the hand of fate is strong. The coin flip is very, very strong. Alrighty, how's the Ass doing? I'm actually gonna check him out right now. How's Ass doing? Ass is doing good, man. The booty cheeks are doing good. Unless you're talking about Rogue. And then Rogue is doing really, really good. Assass, and we'll just go spam some gaming. I don't think they fixed any of the bugs because there's a lot of bugs still. Also, Awesome. Well, we have Deathstalker here. Apparently this ability does like... Okay, weird. Fatal Intent is now this execute mechanic. Deals 13,000 plague damage. That is baby damage. What is that? So, essentially it's like, you play warrior, right? And you know how they have the... that's a big dummy. You know how warriors have that one, like, talent or legendary or whatever the talent right now, it's like, every time you mortal strike a target, you put up a debuff on them, and when they get low enough on health and you execute when you're low enough, you get to consume all those stacks and deal instantaneous damage. That's essentially what rogues have. So your abilities have a high chance to apply a stack of Fatal Intent. And you can see the damage that it does is, yeah, 56,000 plague damage is not a lot when we're hitting for millions of damage and run around with millions of health, having to cleave millions of health from enemy foes, right? So it's, yeah. My question is though, can I stack, can it spread to multiple targets? Like if I just like put up Fatal Knives and just like let the bleeds do work. I don't think it can be applied to dots, right? But if I just spam like Fatal Knives over and over, can I apply to Fatal Knives? Or it can only apply on one target. Because this guy still has them. Do these guys have them? Can it only be applied on one target? Is that part of the tooltip? Your damage and abilities, enemies above 20, oh, above 20% health. Okay, so all these guys are dead. That's why. So if I Phantomize these guys. This guy got stacks. This guy does not have stacks. Can only have stacks on one target? Okay, so this guy has stacks on the left, right? And I'm hitting the dude in the middle. So you can't apply it. Can I do it just with Phantom Knives? Because it's like what? Your damage and abilities. Yeah, so Phantom Knives should be able to... Okay, Phantom Knives can do it. Yeah, you get a lot more stacks if you just from hitting primary target. Yeah, if this was like a lot more consistently applying through fan and you could stack it up super quickly, I think that'd be better, but like, it just seems like a very single target, like a little bit extra damage, kind of like a buff. Kind of whatever. So is Fatebound better than Trickster for Outlaw? Much better right now, just because of the animation lock is cheeks. Just for the animation lock, it may potentially even be a damage minus. But yeah, so Trickster ideally would be a good playstyle. But for that animation lock, you play Fatebound right now. If they remove the animation lock, or maybe you only attach it to... Because the problem is with Outlaw, right? Let me show you. The problem with... I gotta get far combat. This big guy is angry at me. Let me show you exactly why it's a problem for Outlaw. Right? I'll just make it as quick and clear as possible. If you do play Outlaw with a Trickster, the coup de grace takes place of your next dispatch, forcing an animation lock on you, which isn't great. I don't know, I don't have Killing Spree, but like, I'm not gonna spec it to Killing Spree right now. Plus, Killing Spree is like, it's a fun button, but like, putting yourself in danger in PvE is just not that fun. There we go. Right, so all you gotta do right now is just stack up the stacks of Phased. And what I need is just to have a Vanish available, but, let me see if I can, I'm really sure I got Killing Spree, right? Unless you get like stacks fast enough. There's like auto attacks to reset the thing for me. The problem with it is it takes it replaces the coup de grace animation, replaces your next dispatch. It doesn't care what type of a dispatch you have. And the biggest problem I'll show in a second, once I get the stacks, I'm just not getting them. Please? Please? Yeah, I really need Killing Spree to make this work. So that's when you do need Killing Spree, which is a bit of an interesting ability. There we go. So we got coup de grace, right? We got 4 stacks. Next eviscerate is a guaranteed coup de grace. The problem with Outlaw is when you crack shot, you use a free dispatch. So when you go in for a vanish to back between the eyes, you don't want to be interrupted. But if you try doing that, hold on. I think they fixed it. I think they fixed it. I'm double checking on the Rogue Discord, but I think they actually fixed it. So that animation lock used to happen during and between the eyes. It only applies to dispatch. So it used to apply, yeah, so it replaces the dispatch and it used to apply to the free dispatches you got with Crackshot. It used to apply with free dispatches with Crackshot. And it used to lock an animation lock when you want to spam as many between the eyes as possible. But it looks like it's no longer doing that. Because look, I'm gonna hit the targets. Oh look, during those crack shots, I'm still dispatching, but it's not locking me out of my animation. They fixed that. That's interesting. That actually maybe might actually make it very, very playable. Because the animation lock is annoying, but it was the worst when it was Huh? Huh? It's stuck as a coup de grace. My eviscerate is stuck as a coup de grace. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? My eviscerate is stuck as a coup de grace. Now my eviscerate. Hold on. Now my dispatch is stuck as a coup de grace. Perma. Okay. All right. Never mind. They broke it again. They fixed something, but then they broke something else completely. Okay, Blizzard. All right. No. How do you break it? How? Now every single one of my visitors is a coup de grace. Does it hit harder at least? It's supposed to hit harder. I don't even know if it actually hits harder. There was some questions about that as well. Yeah, so I guess now we just got permanent coup de grace. Should we just run around, use a coup de grace rogue? Should we play this in a key? See how it works, see if it pumps? Hold on, if I got it stuck, I want to see if if I go into a dungeon, does it stay that way? You can charge that stuff. I'm pretty sure I can. Hold on. Actually, that's a good question. Look at that. Charge? Look at that. Oh my god. Wait. There's so many stacks in this now too. Hold on. Wait, you can stack this up so much because look, every coup de grace gives you a flawless form. What? Oh, you got 16 stacks? What? Bro. Okay. Why is this funny? Because Trickster has a trait called Flawless Form. Unseen Blade and Killing Spree increase the damage of your finisher moves by 3%. Coup de grace instantly grants you 5 stacks of this finisher increase if the target is hit by Unseen Blade. So you can just now spam it, now that I got it bugged, you can spam it again and again and again and again, and you can stack this up to like, what, 16%? 16 stacks? 16 times 3. Do quick math here. What, 39% more finisher damage? Brother. Brother. Well, that looked to be good. Dude, I did too. This is wacky. This is not supposed to happen. After 4 strikes with Unseen Blade, the next dispatch will be performed as a coup de grace. But it's stuck like that after I tried to use it between the eyes. Okay, now I feel like I should... Chat, should we do a key as this? Should we do a Mythic Plus as this while it's bugged and see how good it is? Actually, I want to hit a train dummy, see how hard I can hit with it. Let me get out of combat because I'm perma combat. Oh, you can see dispatch is like... The coup de grace dispatch is still like scattered into little abilities. But it has like an animation lock for every single one of them. I kind of want to try this now. Okay, let's do this. I want to just AoE some dummies for real quickly. Right. Gonna do a between the eyes opener. Right, do our thing. And then we're gonna spam coup de grace again and again. Yep, and now it's stuck as that. Now it's stuck as a coup de grace. Wait, does this actually work in the cooldown reduction department now? Hold on, so we stacked up a bunch of finisher damage. Now we're gonna spam between the eyes over and over. Let's see how much damage between the eyes does there. Now we got coup de grace again. I'm doing 2 million. I should not be doing 2 million on 4 mobs. I should not be doing this much damage on 4 enemies. And the charge, yeah, the charge exists. That is going to be interesting. Okay. Now we can just finish her again and again. I'm gonna hit it for a little bit more like this. Just for a little bit more. Okay. The overall damage is between the eyes. I hit it for 1 million without any setup. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. And coup de grace is a significant portion of your damage now. I kind of want to do a queue with this. I want to do a dungeon with this. Outlook back, baby. No. We're bugged, dude. This is a bug. This should be happening. This should not be happening. Alright. I think we do a queue with this. Ideas for extended? Yeah, we're doing it, dude. We're doing it. I'm going to find a dungeon. Hopefully I can get a bugged in dungeon soon. Hopefully it bugs out in dungeons. Because if this thing bugs out in dungeons, I'll be very, very happy. We'll do a Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker, our keys, I feel like, fall apart so quickly. But we'll give Dawnbreaker a proper shot. I need to fly over there again. And hopefully this thing will stay bugged. Like, if I keep getting my coup de grace bugged out, I'll be happy. I should run Killing Spree. I don't even know if I want to run Killing Spree. Gotta get Outlaw nerfed, ain't even good. Yeah, exactly. It's not even good and I'm about to get out nerfed, yeah. So it looks like they are, yeah, so it looks like you do lose coup de grace if you, like, phase to a new zone. So, like, taking a portal, I lost coup de grace, so I have to build it back up again. So it's gonna take me a bit of an opener to build it back up. But once I get it, I think I'm chilling. Dawnbreaker. I guess I could go Killing Spree, right? Just to make sure I get the button and use it. 2 million, yeah, mop numbers look like a joke, 100%. Mop numbers? I don't think mop had 2 million, was it? Yeah, I don't think these are Mr. Pandaria numbers. I think Mr. Pandaria numbers were lower than that. Unless I'm wrong. We'll go Killing Spree, just so I can actually use a part of this kit. We're gonna double pull, save less for that. Second pull. Okay, double pull that. I got it. That's what a lot of people have been doing recently. We're doing this skill as a Fury Warrior. That was fun. Alrighty. Legion. Yeah, they see more Legion numbers. Yeah. I guess some of the pirate themed hero spec really only fits Outlaw. Yeah, I feel like what they should have done is not like a hero spec of a pirate. I feel like what they should have done is like take Garona, take Van Cleef, right? And take like, I don't know, take Valera. And I feel like Outlaw, what if you were like a Defias rogue, right? Instead of Fatebound, it was Defias rogue, right? And you learn the dirty tricks from the Defias Brotherhood, right? That is like your background. Your background as part of a member of Defias defected for the for Alliance or Horde or whatever, right? That could have been probably better, lore-wise, personally. Okay, so I need to get more procs. Okay, we got the animation. Yep, we're locked in. We're stuck like that now. We're stuck spamming the ability. Now we can just spam the ability again and again and again. And Killing Spree once in a while too. Might as well, right? But now we're stuck with this. That's always spamming. So now that we got it locked in, now we got it bugged, now it's stuck like that. That'll be interesting. So basically we'll just have like between the eyes during like our vanish windows. Killing Spree outside of vanish windows, and then outside of that we're... I forgot. I need to die. I'm under the boat. I need to die. I need to make sure I don't get healed. I need to just make sure I die. Please kill me. Please kill me. Please kill me. Oh no. I forgot about this. So basically I can't use killing spree while I'm on here. Please cast at me. Please, can I, please torment me, please. Or no? Please? Can I shadow step to these things? Please? Anything? Oh, please kill me. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No! I'm stuck on here. You did it right? Yeah. I can't. I'm a hearth. And come back. Okay, I have to hearth. I literally just have to hearth. This is fun. Weekly occurrence. This is the problem with rogues, man, is we have the class is still pretty broken and they just gotta fix us. They just gotta fix us. Please just fix us. Please. For the love of God. Just whatever you do, please fix us. That's all you gotta do. Just for that, I'm gonna remove. Oh, they're both mastery recently. I'm gonna go no killing spree. We're gonna go no killing spree. A part of my kit is gonna be just wasted, but what could you do? Right? What could you do? Not my fault. Hopefully it puts me like on a boat or something. There we go. No, what are you doing? Nothing. So now I gotta get myself the trickster thing working again. Just gotta get it to proc. So now I'm just basically just using auto attacks, not even killing spree, to just hopefully get a proc on my what is it? The button. Bug myself out again. Yeah, we're bugged ourselves. I could just spam it again. And if the ability is worth its salt, it should hopefully be doing more damage. Like, than a normal eviscerate, hopefully. That was the problem with the ability, is just didn't really feel like it's worth it. Worth a button. Or I feel like it doesn't really get buffed up by like combo points or whatever it is. And it's just essentially just like a weaker, spread out, more spread out version of dispatch. But if this bug does not allow Trickster to actually do some decent damage, then I feel like Trickster is just doomed, boys. Trickster just might be doomed. If this is not enough to make Trickster like decent or viable, a bug is not enough to make the spec good, then it's doomed. And then just play Fate Bound. I'm just carving the boss up like a turkey right now, dude. Wish you could use the kill spree button. The animation lock is also pretty annoying, by the way. This is like very, very disruptive. I'm not gonna lie. Very disruptive as an ability. I guess it also, the problem with it too is I'm just full of energy the entire time. Because I go through this animation log that just kind of stops the rest of my abilities from being used. So, yeah. It has its downsides. It has its own downsides, to say the least. All those other top beaters even with a bug. Exactly, dude, exactly. Like, we can't even top beaters with a bug. This thing is doomed. The Trickster is doomed. Because you can do decent, very decent damage on a Fate Bound, but not on Trickster. At least that was a problem for like a good while. And like this extra version of Dispatch is supposed to be like a stronger version. Like it's supposed to technically consume more combo points. I just don't think it actually is doing that at all. I don't think it can consume extra combo points. It says it's supposed to. Like in tooltip or whatever. But I don't think it does. But I guess the charge could be kind of nice. Oh, you can't even charge on this platform. Yeah, this whole platform is all kinds of buggy. Maybe that's what killing spree does not work here at all. Can't really charge around as much as you want to. On the ground, once we actually land, we should be able to do some charges. Although I feel like charging around could also put us in a bad spot too, right? Accidentally charge into like a mechanic or whatever. Dude, the animation lock is super annoying. Super annoying. Like, I want to use my abilities, I want to play the game. And the game is just like, you can't use abilities, you're stuck in animation. That is the most annoying part of this whole ability. I'm gonna die. Unless I'm not gonna die. The paladin has a big brain. I mean, if anything, I'm able to carve up a boss like a turkey, which is kind of cool. Like, the animation is neat, if you like it that much. But as an ability, it's pretty dog water, if I can be honest. ASUS work with the Deathstalker marketplace, I believe, is insane. ASUS is really, really good. That's what I initially wanted to play. Some Deathstalker ASUS. It's really, really fun. I'm gonna skip that song. And we'll see where we go. There we go. Okay, cool. That would just carve. I would just get animation locked. Until our stuff is back up. We pull extra. Oh, we pull the boss? Or mini boss? Interesting choice. That is a choice. Thanks, dead. That's not good. How goes the animation? The charge. The little charge. I'm surprised he didn't kill me earlier. And you can see, like, look at the damage I'm doing. I'm spamming. I hit 21 hits versus 11 hits in between the eyes. 11 hits in between the eyes. And it does more damage than this, like, animation locked ability that keeps carving. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, now we're in light. Nice. Now we're okay. Now we're kind of comfy. So you can see how little damage this thing does. I don't think... Look, it's supposed to consume 5 additional combo points. It treats it as if you eviscerate. Dispatch, whatever you want to call it, consumes 5 additional combo points. And I don't think it really does. I mean, if it does, it really don't feel it. You ask somebody like in the Rogue Discord at some point, be like, hey, does it actually consume? Like, it doesn't feel well strong. Look at Grim. Look at like a Trickster. Look at like a Trickster play. Like if my Hearthstone comes back off cool, then I might just go back and switch over to Trickster. Or I could always go to like I guess I could technically fly to like the start of this dungeon, right? And try to see if I can switch over to Trickster. But if I switch over to Trickster, all of a sudden we'll go from like weird gameplay to like actually good gameplay. But yeah, not Trickster, Fatebound. But yeah, Trickster has been this way for like feels like years, man. So Trickster has been like in a weird spot for a while. Oh, okay. Yeah, Trickster was like is the one that people were kind of sort of excited about because it had some potential to it, but very quickly the potential got lost in the sauce. Like, could it be good? One day. Just not today. Or tomorrow. Until like just remove the animation lock and then make it like a stronger version of this rate. And it will be golden. It'll be fine. Everything will go swimmingly. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Because during this animation lock, that could have been an opportunity for me to press Sinister Strike or Pistol Shot. You know what I mean? Like there's other abilities that could be spent during those globals. So it's almost like I'm wasting globals. And you can see the damage is not really paying out that well. Like normally 5 target cleave is like my bread and butter. That's usually when you're the strongest. Not with this ability. Because it hits like noodle. Try to see if I can blind these things. Nope. Yep. Couldn't do that. My master also did get buffed up by like 45%. I want to see if that damage is any like decent. Also, the cooldown reduction for dispatch thing doesn't really work super well, right? Because it's supposed to treat it as if like 5 extra comm points get consumed for the cooldown reduction. But I don't think it's actually doing that. Like, not one bit. That's why it's just better to just between the eyes. I'll play Fate Bound. Because at least the coin counts kind of like a finisher, or at least in Blade Flurry. So at least that thing can flurry, which is nice. I don't know if it's supposed to. But like right now, I'm using between the eyes to get most of my damage out. Try not to use my coup de grace ability. Now I'm just stuck doing coup de grace. Prior to that, I felt like I was doing decent damage. What is this pull? It's not a bad pull. It's just interesting. Also, yeah, the charge animation. I think the charge is kind of cool mechanic, but like I feel like it could really put you in a bad spot, right? But what if you charge by accident or get too far away and end up using charge? Because you don't need to go super far to get a charge, right? I'm trying to see if I can like get right outside of the melee range, like basically very close. But it basically sets your eviscerate in such a position, or dispatch in such a position, where now you have to be like, okay, well now I can't use it if I get too far away. So mechanically, right, maybe you're like trying to get away from a boss, mechanically there's an AoE circle, you just spam an eviscerate as soon as you want to close the gap, and then you just like forget in your rogue brain that it's like, oh, okay, eviscerate. When you think eviscerate, you don't think of a charge mechanic, you think it's just like a melee finisher, but now it charges you and you're like, now you gotta unlearn that completely? My brain is going to be all over the place for that. You know what I mean? You know if my Atlas have one of the... Why Outlaw has an AoE cap? That is a fantastic question. I don't know from Blizz either. I would like to ask Blizz that too. I don't know why this thing has an AoE cap. It's not like our damage is like insane in AoE or anything. Like the only way that could work is if you give us like the greatest 5 to 8 target damage window. And like that's all we do. It's just 5 to 8 target, but it's giga damage. But even right now, like it's very underwhelming. I don't know why it has an AoE cap. It used to not have an AoE cap. It was really nice back like BFA. You should buff the hell out of it if they want to keep the cap. I feel like at this point it's a little bit what is the word I'm thinking of? It's a little bit antiquated. Also, I hate how I can't use a drone rush while I'm animation lock. That is the worst. Oh, I'm dead. Good attempt. We need like one more Nerubian. I almost want to really run out. I wish there was like a portal out of on this boat or something, so I could just like port out really quickly. I really wish I could. I want to switch up from Trickster. This thing is bugged and it still can't compete. It is depression. Shaman is gonna die. If she targets me, I'm gonna have to vanish immediately. Yep. Oh, she really targets me. Great. Healer! Ugh. Healer. I'm alive. Faint. Gonna press a Adrenaline Rush. Because animation lock. I can't even abilities like Ghost Strike, which is off GCD, you can't even press it because of this animation lock. You see my bar, my entire bar just goes like grayed out. Do you know how uncomfortable that is? Do you know how unusual that is? I'm not a demon hunter where stuff like that just kind of happens once in a while. Like doing Ivy, you just kind of stand there and channel it. But like, as a rogue, it is not a great feeling. Not a great feeling. Look at this, no damage too. Look, between the eyes. Oh, I guess dispatch, if it's counting all of them together, it is doing a lot more damage now. But between the eyes on average just hits. The crits hit for like a mil. This thing hits for like 300. It literally hits for the same that a dispatch hits. But apparently it's like, I guess, separated into multiple little like instances of damage. I guess I'm stuck this way. Are we gonna die? What an aim! That guy can aim! Holy, give him an up! gonna die. I guess what I could do is this, right? I could run over and hit those things. I guess I could like... I hate this charge thing. I hate it so much. Oh, we're so dead. Oh, we're so dead. How'd you dot avoid that? That guy's a monster. Oh, Judy, what's up, bro? What's up, Nick? How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing good, my guy. Testing out some bugs. Solid. Like that circle right there, dude. Do you know how hard it was not to dispatch instantly? As I'm like trying to get a melee of the boss. The concentration. Because I know I'm gonna die. I'm gonna close this. We're dead. You see that? There I decided I can maybe time it. I can maybe time it. Better place for the orb? Not really. Oh, I'm so dead. I barely get to press between the eyes compared to spam and dispatch over and over and over and over. And it still does little damage. It is so kinds of bug, man. How you doing? Doing pretty good, man. Testing out bug version of the rogue. What spec is the best for starter rogue? I'd say start with assassination. None of them are really all that like easy to get into. I'd say start with assass. It's perfectly fine, man. Perfectly fine. Assass got cooldowns. Assass got great AoE. All you have to do is maintain your blades and then play around your combo points. It's a fine spec to get you started. If anything, assassination rogue spec in particular is gonna help you once you get good at it to managing your cooldowns. It'll make it that much better when you play it as that guy's gonna. I might live that. That'll help you if you can manage cooldowns on Assass. You can transition into subtlety rogue much better. If you can play assassination, maintain your dots and buffs, you could probably play outlaw because essentially just like less debuff tracking, more buff tracking. So it's like a great starter that'll always get you like up and running, if that makes any sense. I feel like this guy can just solo. Ah, that's a bit of a true turn. Oh, he's fine. Takes no damage. The only thing that really hits him is that dot, but also like Tank Buster. I think it's fine. Good to hear, mate. Hell yeah. I think I'm sold on Outlaw. It's my favorite spec. Doesn't feel like a good Assass, right? Honestly, I feel like Outlaw, after all these buffs, sim-wise, it's apparently doing really, really good. In early number sims, they don't really matter that much, but apparently sim-wise, after the tuning, it should be in a much better spot, as long as you can constantly hit the target. That being said, like in previous raid tier, it wasn't even that bad of a spec. Really what happened was subtlety was a much better spec because of the cooldown timing, because of Vanish you could line up cooldown better with certain damage windows for the boss. But like all the early bosses for like Emergency Raid, for example, Outlaw is perfectly fine. Hell, Outlaw was technically getting better numbers as an overall numbers, and for rack as well because of all the ad mechanics, right? There's a lot of things to cleave there and fight it for a prolonged better time. Plus the amount of mobility with grapple hook and step, like perfectly fine. Just at the same time, rogues were able to specialize into more boss damage or AoE damage, and as a rogue, most boss damage for very, very specific windows when you can't constantly hit the boss, but you need them during like very, very key moments. I'm surprised this guy soloed this, by the way. What a champ. We'll hopefully close this out in 4 minutes, maybe get a timer on us. I don't really know if we'll be able to, but maybe. Right? But like technically Outlook could do okay. It's just the other specs were a little bit better because of that pure single target damage plus like limited window when you could hit the boss, and you were more specialized against like trying to blast out Wither's outfit. I guess perma with it does help, doesn't it? Wither's outfit. This is perma. But yeah, like it's like Assassin. I think, how did he die? He died like after rezzing, but is he just dead? Okay, I think he fell through the boat. But yeah, it's like Assassin is still a little bit better when it comes to that regard, and subtlety, because the cooldowns are huge. During very, very specific moments, having a cooldown is massive. Outlet does not have those. But if you can constantly hit the boss and cleave on the adds, it's not in a bad spot. It's not that bad of a spot, as long as it's tuned correctly. Oh wait, I got my normal dispatch. Oh, thank God. No, yo, normal dispatch hits harder. I'm not even lying. Normal dispatch actually hits harder than this coup de grace dispatch. I'm not even kidding you. I think it actually hits harder. Now we're back to coup de grace. Now we're stuck with coup de grace. I guess I could just run around circles. I feel like Sanic. That's kind of fun, right? I can't even like interrupt while I'm animation locked. That is the worst part. You can't even like kick in between of it. You're literally locked out of all the other buttons. Cheeks. Okay, all we gotta do for the boss is grab bombs in the back and bring them over to the boss, and then do no damage of the last phase. And dodge the waves. It kind of tells you like where the wave is gonna go. Also, as you do this dungeon, by the way, specifically whenever the expansion does come out, when you do end up doing this dungeon, pay attention to the boss mechanics because you'll be seeing them again in the raid. Hold on. Let me do a little charge to get back to the boss quicker. So wave goes to the right because this is kind of like it shows you which direction it's gonna go. I am gonna need a heal though. Nice. But nice to see a Fatebound Rogue gameplay later. I'll be down, yeah. I'll be down for some Fatebound too. I was gonna play some, what is it? Assassination. And play some Deathstalker, but we could do Fatebound too. Can I blind these? No, I can't. Somebody's gonna have to get them. Okay, at least we got the, bombs down. And for this mechanic, I do wonder they could make it a little bit easier, like to tell you exactly where you gotta go. Keep telling you like flee, take flight, and fly after the boss, but essentially like if you just fly after the boss and collect these orbs, you should be fine. Would you guys rather see after this key Deathstalker Assass or Fatebound Outlaw? Out of those two, what would you prefer? Are we safe to keep going? No, I don't think we are. I don't think we are. I think if we go too far away from the boss, it just ends up killing us. Did land before? Is that what he did? Yeah, the RP, dude. The RP of just having to like fly around collecting orbs. Fatebound Outlaw, Assassin. Assass, Fatebound, Death Assass. Hit bubble. I swear I hit the bubble. Can we land now? We can't land. Okay. The boss takes forever. Oh, there's a knockback. I don't remember seeing that before. I think you should just always meet with that, or not. With that mechanic, you basically get like it webbed, and you gotta break that web by walking out of it. With the rogue though, you could just grapple. Got us up to the boss, that works too. Blast! Blast! Nice. Wait. I can just break it insta with this little charge. Oh, that is funny. Okay, so the charge can have some benefits. In most cases, it is annoying though. It really is. What the hell? Please don't res him in the wave. But I took dungeon, man. I love Outlaw too much. I'll double check with the chat. Technically, you can also use this poison to clear out the webs, but they do leave like an acid pile. There's less of like area to work with. Oh, we're gonna die. Baza is 60%. Yeah. Well, it does take forever to die. Oh. Okay, whatever I can. Is he gonna take more damage? Pace increase at 90%. That could be really bad. Hope this boss does not scale with haste then. Did you see him disappear for a second? Tell me you also saw that. Oh, cloak. I feel like he's just taking a lot of damage. Take it easy from a healer. We're gonna be here forever though. Holy. Holy. Or not. We're gonna die. Looks like we're gonna die. Oh no. Oh yeah, we are gonna die. No, we're not. Boat apparently safe. Neat. Well, there's that. Night tripping. What's up, KB? How you doing, man? Hope you have a good one. Guys, already have a place to read the data mine data. We took a look at it earlier. It essentially is, I mean, I can look through the notes and tell you exactly what we saw. So Outlaw Master got buffed up by like 40 some percent, 46%. It's, I guess, a little harder hitting, but like whatever. Rising Star Kick, Mastery for Windwalker also got buffed up. Rising Sun Kick damage buffed up from 10% to 15%. Spinning Grain Kick buffed by 35% based on the Monk Discord. Shadow Pain buffed all across the board, quite a few buffs here and there. Felskar, Demon Hunter, Demon Surge got a little bit better, but Burning Blades and Flame Bound got nerfed a bit. And Major's Frostfire, Excess Frost ability damage got nerfed a bit too. Neat. So with that, for the overall, that was my overall damage. I didn't think I was doing a lot of damage. Coup de grace was not worth it, bro. Coup de grace was not worth it. No. Coup de grace was not worth it. That was the worst. Alrighty. With that being said, we are hearthing the hell out of here. I'm like, caps, GG's, guys. Wow. Okay. So what are we doing, boys? Death, Assass, Fate Bound, Assass, Fate Bound, Assass. I love that very much. I guess we're doing Assass, yeah. It sounds good worked out. It is really fun. On the beta, it is very, very fun. Let's cleanse the palette, boys. Let's cleanse the palette and play a real rogue spec, yeah? Let's do that. Let's do that. Love Destro Warlock? Yeah, dude, Destro is pretty awesome. Would you discuss the rogue a bit with you on Discord if you don't mind adding me? Planning on making a rogue as a main. A few pointers could put me in a good spot if you're okay with it. If you want to, like, if you, I don't usually dive into like Discord calls with a lot of people all the time, but like if I'm maybe like, I'm not, what am I trying to do? Not necessarily against it. I usually don't really do that on a regular though. Like if you got any questions, Abdel, more than welcome to answer any questions you got. But in most cases, I'm either like, I'm usually busy. Like if you ever see me hanging out in one of the Discord channels, then I'm around to chat. But a lot of the times I'm not there because I'm busy or doing something else. Yeah. I mean, if you got any questions, I could always DM them to you. That usually ends up being much, much easier than like dedicating time to actually sit down and talk. Because usually Like if I actually want to have a proper discussion or whatever like that, I'm always busy. So I'm like messaging people on the side, kind of off screen or whatever, but like I'm always working on something in front of my face at all times. So for a proper discussion, I need to have like nothing so I can like organize my thoughts. And if I'm like, if my mind is in two places, I'm just gonna be essentially spouting gibberish. Do that on stream a lot though. Sounds good. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Real Rogue Spec says Sag. Oh, come on. Okay, Outlaw will probably be okay. We got significant damage buffs, and as a Fate Bound, it's fine. Look, I played some weird crap build, and you can see the damage diffy, right? This is the overall damage. I guess there's a part where I was under the bridge and everybody got to hit stuff, and I did have to hearth out, right? So there was a gap where I was gone, right? But for the time that everybody were around, me and everybody else were alive and playing the game, you see the damage diffy, right? You still can't do good damage. It still can't do good damage. I guess Affy against Alien Shaman, which can all pump. Also, both of these two can pump. Like, our overall damage was kind of okay. I mean, there were some deaths, right? Where I was alive for a good bit, like, towards the final boss, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, is it my fault that they were dead? Like, overall, it can do fine, especially with Trickster, and looks like Keep It Rolling is making a bit of a comeback as a build, too. So, like, the AoE damage is going to be okay. I don't know how it's going to be in raids. I feel like what they could really do to make Outlaw much, much better, make Adrenaline Rush a big cooldown like a Deathmark, but make it so they don't have to maintain it at all times, and then increase our baseline sustained damage by a little bit to make up for it. If you builds like Crack Shot, remove that extra bonus dispatch out of Crack Shot, and then give Green Skin a little bit more love, so you could go back to a more old school BFA type of Outlaw rogue. And then that's it. And that's it. And then just fix out tier set so it actually does decent damage. That's it. That's all they're gonna do. And then we'll be more even with the other rogue specs. We'll have a dedicated burst window with cooldown reduction, so we can kind of control when we want to use it and delay it. Of course, we want to use that ability as much as possible, but we can like delay it up until about a moment and then use those cooldowns to have more impact in our burst, right? And then have better sustain, and then everything's feature hunky-dory. That's all they gotta do. But I don't think they're gonna be doing that during the first season. I think that'll be something that'll have to come out like a 0.5 or a 0.7 update. But they could totally do it. Like, it's pretty easy, right? It's pretty easy. Just make us a little bit more similar to the other specs of Rogue. Give us a Blade Flurry thing that makes us super, super unique, right? Give us a good 5 target max damage, but like, you know, not scaling higher beyond that, but like a 5 targets, which should be like slamming every single time. That should be like our bread and butter. That's it. They fix the obelisk. I don't know, actually. I should check that, shouldn't I? Alrighty. Switch over to Assassin. We get a dungeon going. Trust me, dude. This thing pipes. It is so good. City of Threads. We could probably do City of Threads, honestly. Yeah, let's do City of Threads. What are the new dungeons? But like, honestly, dude, you could play as either spec or rogue and you'll be able to get your KSM mount. You'll be able to get 2500. Like, that doesn't really matter. You will be fine playing either spec of rogue. We're not in that bad of a spot where it's like, okay, you gotta play Assassin or bust, right? It's just like when it comes to like really min-maxy shamancy, right? When you're really just trying to like cadaver some kind of like absurd amount of numbers and effectiveness, I don't think Outlaw is on that spot in the moment. Like, we have our strong suits. It's just those strong suits don't really match up with raids at the moment. That's really about it. That's really about it. So it's just like the best part about our class, I think it is going to be pug friendly because you don't have to play around their cooldowns at all. Where Assassination and Subtlety, you do have to kind of watch around their cooldowns and try to pull around those. City of Threads, yeah. I think it's the top one. Yeah, still doubled City of Threads. Do you play PvE content the most? I play PvP too. I do everything I can. I do a lot of PvE because I feel like that's where I play a lot of my alts in. But I have like, as a rogue, I do everything. On other characters that are non-rogue, mostly PvE, but I have done PvP before. Like, if there's like a build, right, where a class is just absolutely busted and you could really put it together, of course I'm gonna go mess around with it, dude. Are you kidding me? Like when Elemental Shamans were LA blasted people to death in season 3, I think it was. Yeah, I got some honor gear. I was just like, all right, let's just get a really cheesy lightning bolt shenanigans going on. Primordial lightning bolt into what is it? In NS what is it? NS LA Blast lightning bolt. And it's just like that, like combo. It was decimating people. It was absurd. Haven't even checked. Are you sure a beta streamer? Come on, man. Come on, we can check it after that. Do you have any clip on WoW Instagram? You have seen the new clip on WoW Instagram. You mean like that little like trailer thing they got going on? I didn't see it. Oh, okay, assembly. Wait, are they in is this for mists? Okay, I think this is for mists. I thought those were the City of Threads. But I guess I got into a mists. That works too. I'm familiar with mists. 1 second. Wait, I need mastery. Yes. I thought I got into City of Threads. The Khadgar cinematic. I did see that one too. Yeah, I did see that one too. I was like, no, Khadgar, what happened? Like, I actually, like, we know that Khadgar, something happens to him, but like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what happens to Khadgar. I just want him to be okay. He is literally one of my favorite characters from Legion. Illidan and Khadgar, dude. Like, people like Khadgar back in WoD with the Pexis crystals. I like Khadgar in Legion. Khadgar is awesome. Khadgar versus Alteth. Dude, yeah. It felt like, honestly, I was a little bit sad because I was like, wait, I don't think he held back. I think he literally sent everything without destroying the city of Dalaran. I think he literally sent everything he could in that one. It's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, Khadgar, no. Dude, they cannot kill off Khadgar, right? Please. Don't tell me they kill off Khadgar. Oh, I think they fixed the rogue, though. I think. So I gotta target you with a go. I don't even see like how much damage I'm doing right now. Wait, I never been ambushed. Uh-oh, that's my fault. Did I even get bigger atoms? I don't think I did. My details are kind of messed up. Doesn't matter. I bungled up my opener so hard, it doesn't matter. Oh, look at the bear damage. What the hell is that man doing? The bear, though. What the hell? Oh my, he did a little bit more damage than a frost mage or a demon hunter. Okay. All right. All right, honey boo boo. Okay. What the hell? Yogi ate his Wheaties today. What the hell? What in the hell? Okay, well, we got a good roar. Huge roar. Gotta blind that. What do we have? Oh, wow. Wow, that's a knockback. I'm gonna mark you instead. Okay, everything's dying. Everything's killing us. Kick. I need help. I need Jesus. Kidney. I can't stop that. I don't even know what's happening. Whoa, what is this knock? That is the worst. Literally the worst thing ever. Why knock? I'm trying to get big in venoms, please stop. Can't even kick that guy. Okay, now we can. You know what? Let's give us some room. Oh, you did it too. That's fine. This man is thinking ahead. Look at this. Look, I'm literally trying to figure out who the hell I'm attacking. I'm just maintaining dots. And we're just not even like getting good caustic spatter, just bleeding things. And it's all dying. Assassination rogues for you. And I mean that in the best way possible. Okay, now I should hopefully be able to get... You know what? I'm gonna death mark this guy. I'm gonna death mark him. I'm doing it. Gonna hit him with big envenoms. Shiv. Quick fan. Gonna feint for the other one. Ouchie. Big envenom. Or not big, actually. It's got a baby envenom. Big envenom? 2 mil. I could take it. Want to get like a 4 mil. Maybe we slam Ingram a lock for a ton of damage. Look at these, dude. Look at these, dude. It's fun. It's fun. And it's pretty easy to do. But hopefully I'll be able to get some more abilities rolling here in a second. Like if I get CDs up, that'd be great here. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we'll see. Oh god, that hurts. Thank you. I was thinking for a second, like, is it gonna, are they gonna remove that, I wanna have a cloak for this. If he fears. Yep, he hits. He hurts. Somebody gotta get those. I have no, well, I could maybe get one. No, I can't get either. Maybe kick him. This I gotta put damage into the tree. I don't know if everybody is saving CDs, because I kinda am. I don't think I can though. Oh, got it. Hold on. Try to see if I can get a big envenom. Please. Big envenom. Maybe? Hold on. Please, one more common point. Didn't get it. Didn't get it in that big burst window. Unfortunate. There's like a very, it's really hard to stack up like the, to get through all the marks of Deathstalker marks. To have like a big Darkest Night Venom ready to go during like that one window where she like, I gotta be hitting a different guy actually. When the Droman, like, what is it, CC's the guy, stuns him. Pretty sure stuns him. It's hard to like light it up properly, honestly. At least I have a hard time with it. Does he fear after this? Yeah, he does. I'm gonna cloak at this actually. I kicked the wrong guy. Like a demon hunter or whoever. My health. This evoker's like, come over here. Get out of there. Oh, hold on, hold on. Might be able to make something happen here. Ooh, 6 mil. 6 mil. That will be set up pretty well. That will be set up nicely. 2 mil non-crits. 2 mil basic non-crits. So I'm telling you, like, when you play ASUS, like, this thing pumps. This thing kind of rocks. You just focus on him after this. That's what part of fun. It's like the little setups, right? The little setups. It's not super like rotationally different, but it's like the little setups that you can watch for. Oh, it is nice. Why not reprimand? Why not reprimand? I mean, with in Mythic Plus, you don't really play reprimand. You play with the subterfuge, so you can get the better bleeds. It gives you like a better openers, and because the roads do quite a bit of your damage. And if you get yourself a good opener, it also is nice just on the convenience side of things, right? Because if you can't get the proper opener, subterfuge helps you out in that regard quite well. You can play reprimand if you want to. Nobody really knows what's going to be best, but I've been seeing a lot more rogues play subterfuge, and I kind of agree with subterfuge as a play. Just it feels better. Maybe reprimand will be overall more damage. I'm just going by what feels better. And sometimes you kind of gotta go by feely crafty, you know. I think everybody understands that. Did I just shiv and just like yeah? Nah, didn't crit. Didn't crit as hard as I wanted to. But at least they got it working, so at least you can get your remarks with the big envenoms back to back. So that's super nice. You're able to get myself a proper go here. One of the big guys. Big envenom maybe? Yeah. Oh, not as big. Not as big as I wanted to. Or he'll just run away. That's fine too. There you go. Trying to reshiv you again. But look, as the dots are falling off, we go rotating things back up like this. It's super nice. That is really nice. Just keep the damage going. You can see the damage, like it just keeps on going. Big envenom there. We're applying venom on you, and I can get a big old venom again. It's just a little proxy. You just adjust to him. It's kind of nice. You don't really need to change your rotation, but you just gotta like, oh, I got a proc. Let's snipe it. The new cinematic was, what I thought about it, I mentioned it just now, but I thought it was really cool. I liked it a ton. It was awesome. I missed Khadgar. I miss Dadgar. Dadgar is the best, man. Hoping Dadgar is okay. I want to see more. Apparently they're doing like some beta testing tomorrow for like a launch realm, like a launch event, which should be pretty fun. Swear to God, if you run away from me again. All of these dudes just keep on running, man. Just keep on running. Run again. See what happens. Give me here. Give me that big momentum. Or not. Oh, God, I love them crits, man. Look how much damage I'm doing, and all I'm doing is just maintaining dots. And look at that spatter, dude. Just the spatter. The pitter-patter of the spatter. It is so good. I'm dumb for puzzles. We got this. We got this. It's a leaf. It's a leaf. It's a leaf. It's a leaf. Looks like all of us have sharing a brain cell in this group. And I'm all about it. I'm all about it, honestly. Take the spell, that man. I feel like I should probably dodge this guy instead. For the full death mark. I do want a death mark in the thing fully. Yeah, we'll do it. I'll send it. We can Venom. Yeah. 3 mil. That's fun. You know, I do like this about Rogue. Is the fact that you can just fish for like big crits. Just go fishing. Then they're leaving into the scenario for testing a bit early access next week. They said essentially what all this said in the blue post is they're basically doing a little bit of testing to make sure it works for launch. I don't think it's going to have any spoilers or anything like that. I'd be very, very surprised if there's any spoilers for it. But it's good that they're testing stuff like that, right? It's probably still going to be a shit show, to be honest. Right? It's a launch of a new expansion. Even with the early access and all that other stuff, like it's going to be, there's going to be jank. Guarantee you. There's always going to be a bit of that jank. It's Blizzard, right? Let's be honest. When you're using Venom, basically all the time, you don't really ever like do the whole like management of like your energy and try to time in Venoms inside of like an Venom window, as this build in particular. Mostly because you want to get as many like uses out of Darkest Night, so you kind of want to spend your finishers as quickly as possible. As a Deathstalker, you want to be a little bit more aggressive, so you just gotta use it whenever. You don't really hold it as much anymore. There are some opportunity to like hold it for like a big setup with your Shiv and Kingsbane, but essentially like as long as you don't need to refresh your dots, you're envenoming. You're just envenoming. The more of them you can get, the better. Rogues, like some of the like Fadebound Outlaw and Deathstalker Assassin are moving into like more finishers, less quality finishers and less timed finishers, just more of them. Just send them, right? What is this? Did you see those like tendrils out of my like shoulders or whatever it was? What was that? That looked cool as hell. I had like tendrils. I was becoming a symbiote, dude. Uh-oh, I'm gonna close this. I don't even know if he had me covered. I was not gonna like rely on somebody. Imagine relying on people. Ah, I'm dead. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. So here I'm just spamming a Venom. As long as I got that big cleave ability on him, I can like spam Venoms and it'll cleave things. It's really, really nice. Oh yeah, Kingsbane, I guess with Kingsbane is active, you also do want to be in Venom aggressively. But it's, again, maintain your dots, maintain your bleeds. Those need to be up. Because that is how you get your energy with a talent like Venomous Wounds. They even buffed it back up a little bit. But you basically play very, very aggressively, and your single target becomes good AoE, thanks to the caustic spatter. I mean, that is a huge portion of my damage there, right? I just had to go mostly spamming the Venoms, and it just spatters to everything around you. It is really nice. It is very, very nice. Ah! Gotta do one more set of ads. Secondary stats prior to transfer haste, mastery, crit, like for assassination specifically, secondary stats prior or prefer. So normally haste, but not too much in Mythic Plus. You go crit heavy and mastery heavy. Crit is better for comma points. because every time you crit with an ability, you generate more combo points. So Fat and Ice can generate a ton of combo points, just more efficient that way. Critful Mutilates could also be pretty good too. Normally Haste is better for the bleed damage, but Bleed is taking a bit of a backseat. It's not as much of like the Haste doesn't. Haste and Master both buff bleeds as well as all the. Is this one, boys? I'm not paying it. It's this one. They were kind of confused. But yeah, Haste is good in raid content, but Master Crit is a little bit better for Mythic Plus specifically. I'm hoping he. Thank God. I was thinking for a second he was not going to dispel me there. I want to go big Death Mark, but I don't really know if I'll be able to. Yeah, well, actually. Nothing is really dying. Yeah, might as well. Big Death Mark. Hope I can get a fatty crit out of it too. That doesn't look like it. You saw the delay, how I had to delay my burst completely. It's still the amount of damage we did, even if I delayed my burst. It is the boss, boys. It is the boss every time. Too many of those, like too many puzzles, too many mazes, and then eventually it's the boss. I'm in the intro experience leaving a bit late. I don't think so, no. I mean, would you have preferred them having it done and finished out early? I mean, they were working on the classes and all that. I don't think it's late at all. Oh! No! Poor guy. I guess one thing you can do as assassination is gotta, if you have already an Envenom buff rolling, you don't really need to refresh Envenom and press Envenom too early. Unless it's like about to fall off. Twice?! Demon Hunter's not having a good day. Okay, he got another res. You gotta dodge the lines. Please, dodge. Nice. I literally had to stop there for a second. I really want to have a go at the boss right now. I have Death Mark and everything, but I feel like I should delay it. Maybe, yeah, guessing game. Yeah, do the guessing game. Use my brain. Is this one? This is the only flower. I didn't even see the tag guy. There we go. Help. Oh, struggling with that mechanic apparently. Okay, I'm gonna Vanish Garrote here in a second to buff it, get a better version of Garrote. Gonna double it even. Oh, Death Mark. Shiv, Kingsbane, and we're gonna dump damage into the boss. We're gonna reshiv now. Sippy Cup. Dump more damage into the boss. Dump, 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 dump. Dump in like it's a stock market. Well, we need full combo points for. Never mind, one buff. I was gonna say we need full combo points for that one buff. How long is this stun? 8 seconds. Oh yeah, they definitely did make it buffed up. So apparently you can now get an 8-second stun in PvE content as a rogue. Only for PvE, not PvP. It is this one. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, we're dead. That's fine. We'll reset. 055 healers only. Yeah, we're gonna be there forever, man. Would be there forever. That would be something dumb. Is Kingsbane still viable? Yes, it is very, very strong. Kingsbane is still very, very strong. It is very good. What within features, highlights, and timetable blue post thing? Okay, let me take a look at that. Group blog. Going over the main features and supplementary media. Okay. With no healing. Ooh, I don't know how you're gonna get healers to not heal. How you gonna incentivize healers to not heal is the question. That is a bold move, Cotton. How does that pay off though? Dude, this Ayer guy is actually popping up this entire dungeon, isn't he? Look at him. Poor demon hunters. Look at this guy. Moonfire. Actual madman. Boss pain. Oh yeah, no, this boss is a pain. Thank God for pings though. Pinging and telling everybody like exactly which guy you should be attacking has helped a ton. It's not perfect, but it definitely did help a bunch. It is nice. I feel like after a couple of rounds, people are good. Like, at least as long as the healer can tell you, like, which mob to attack, right? As long as somebody in the group has a brain cell that they're not sharing, I think you'll have an easier time. And I feel like healers are probably going to be the best ones for the whole maze game. They did say they try to make the maze a little bit easier, so you can, like, more instantly tell which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's that one. Yeah, it's the only leaf. Cormac, no! Like, that one is the only leaf, right? So try to make parts of it easier. What did I hit you? Meleeed by Mistcaller? Okay, I got meleeed by Boss. I can't do anything there. What do you think Medivh finally has a proper comeback of over the Medivh? How would Medivh come back? Unless he comes out of the staff and like a fragment of Medivh is still in that staff. Any DPS spec in any class still feel bad? That still feel bad to play? That doesn't feel great at all? That's a good, fantastic question, actually. Let me give it a thought. DPS that still feels like ass cheeks to play. I don't think there's a specific spec that feels bad to play. I think there's some hero spec combos that are not as exciting to play. Like Survival Hunter with Pack Leader. Not as fun. Or like Dark Ranger in particular is not specifically amazing either. I feel like Fire Mages of the Nerf can feel kind of whatever at times. After the Living Bomb nerf, that doesn't feel like super fun in moments. But no class really feels bad. But like Demonology Warlock as a Soul Harvester, not great. Afi Warlock as Soul Harvester, not quite as good as like Hellcaller, right? There are some certain like hero spec class combinations that don't feel amazing, but the classes themselves and the specs themselves are not that bad. Like Demon Hunter's fine, Rogue on its own's fine. Like Outlaw Trickster doesn't feel great, but Fatebound perfectly fine. So it's like certain synergies just like feel like they don't work together in a smooth way. They kind of collide against each other, right? And they just don't really work super well. At least compared to the alternative, right? There are some synergies that are just like well established and are really good. When a synergy is good, it is very good. I guess the best way I'd put it. A walk from the dog. And Arcades and Legion. Like my hunter, but I'm stepping off. Dark Ranger will be survival hero. Yeah, Dark Ranger could have been easily survival hero talent. I actually agree with that. Because I feel like it could have been like big cooldown reduction for them or something. Is it? Is it this one? It's like the only one that isn't lit up. Uh-oh. Afraid for the Demon Hunter. Anytime he's even remotely close to that side where the ad was. No, I actually think Dark Ranger for Survival Hunter would have been awesome. Because imagine if it like reset your grenades back quicker, right? You would love it. It would be Bombardier all day. You know what I mean? That would have been awesome. Get more Barb Shot as a Beastmaster Hunter. Like, you ought to get him like crazy. A Marksman Hunter with aim shots, like sometimes you can't get too many of them. And the way that you get them, like it gets way too many of them way too quickly. But like a Survival Hunter would have been better. Because they kind of want a grenade as soon as it's available. That is like, it's a bonus, right? You have a grenade, don't have any procs for it, you just send it. It's really good. It's the only one that's not circle. It is far one. You do have those mechanics that to deal with. Uh oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Yeah. Why I said watch out, baby. Can we get him up, or do we not have any ups? Okay, have a proper go on a boss. I don't think we have any more up. We don't have any more uppies. You can technically burst this boss down at like 10% if you have enough burst. You could like do enough damage, which you just kind of like doesn't even do the mini game anymore. Dodgers. Nice. Okay, I was gonna run over and kidney it, but it's all probably weird. We can finally kill this boss and move on. Holy. Feels like we were with this guy forever. I really do think that Challenges Peril, where it's like every death makes the timer worse. Also that, by the way, those lines going underground. Awful. Hold on. So hold on, I gotta report that. Sometimes lines go under the terrain. Hard to see. Yeah, no, that gotta get fixed. Those lines gotta float above the terrain. Whatever they do. They can't go into the terrain. Because you can't tell which way she's gonna be shooting unless you're like up close. And I'm like, whoever's on the left is gonna die. But yeah. That Challenger affix, I think that was gonna be very, very punishing for like groups that are trying to get stuff done. Because it's like, okay, you're doing a +7, you gotta be perfect with it. Okay, I was gonna skippy. I don't drink it like an elephant, make no food too salty. Yo. I roll with the salt once in a while, man. Actually, can't have too much salt, dude. Have you seen the rogue development throughout War Within? It's been up and down. I feel like I got plenty of salt in my life. Stupid question. No stupid question. How to use the pink mark? The ping. So you have to keybind it, right? I have mine keybound to the letter G. And if I just hit it once, it just gives me like a little thing. Or you could go like a warning, attack. But you gotta hold it and then you gotta like move it into the direction that you want it to look like. If that makes any sense. But yeah, that is how you do it. You gotta keybind it. Full go. Hopefully we get enough damage in. We're doing some numbies though. Ooh, I'm walking onto ground. Sippy cup. Didn't send the key. Then again, we did have a lot of deaths there. Second boss was a pain. That Demon Hunter was not having an easy time with it at all. Look at this dude's damage though. Ooh. No wonder they keep nerfing the Astral Bear. The Moonfire Bear. Button too good. Button very, very good. Another thing you can do as a rogue is use those circles that spawn. you can kind of use them as a way to build column points. You don't necessarily have to kill them like and CC them immediately. But like if you want to use them to like funnel extra column points into more Venoms, that is something you can do. That is super fun. So keep that in mind if you do end up seeing this affix, which we probably will end up seeing that one a lot actually. I don't know if there will be like a weekly rotation. It made it sound like maybe. Definitely is an interesting like thing you could utilize though. It's fun. I'm gonna die maybe. Gonna keep pumping, I guess. Trust the evoker and try not to stand in bad. Look at that Vanish and Regrow. Those are nice, dude. Those are really nice. Vanish and Regrow something. This is why I kind of like that over Echo and Reprimand a little bit. At least for Mythic Plus specific, like strictly Mythic Plus. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ah, I'm doing bad, dude. I'm literally walking into the green. I am so sorry, Evoker friend. He's trying so hard to keep you alive, man. He's doing a good job. Yeah, Medivh is alive. I saw him at the end of Legion Karazhan. Like an echo of Medivh. I don't think it's actual Medivh though. Pretty sure he literally said, I am but an echo, right? I don't think it's actually him. But I do know what you're talking about though. I too have done Karazhan back in the day. Or I guess recently because I did bring it back for a bit. For season 4 of Shadowlands, I think it was. Remind me. Thank goodness for that poison. I'm gonna die. Please dispel me. And I'm dead. He tried so hard to heal me, dude. Just one dispel. You're a druid. Unless he's not running a spell. Actually, yeah, you are. Zero excuse. Zero. Nada. Alright, give me my cooldowns back. I think I actually have just about everything. PDSG from Karazhan, freaking chess game. Chess game? Okay, Karazhan was not even that bad of a dungeon back in Legion. Okay? Unless you mean like the original chess game. But like the Legion version of Karazhan, bro, it was banger of a key. Lower was fun because you could do big giga pulls and have a blast with it. Upper was the easiest, freest key ever. So I was surprised when they brought it in, like how many people were struggling with it. But it kind of makes sense because like the mechanics weren't like super like, oh, let me hold your hand and tell you, hey, a boss is about to hit you really big, watch out. It was like you just had to know. So I guess after playing back at Legion in keys, like people just knew. At some point you just knew. You either knew or you didn't know. That part, by the way, of the fight kind of sucks, especially with Evoker. It makes it like really tough for him to even get any kills on us. What we can do is like stack those together and kick that as soon as possible. That used to be a mechanic you didn't want to kick, because as long as you dodge those AoEs, you never took damage. But now it has a constant perma damage that just happens the entire time. That's always fun. Also, the boss is so massive, you can't even see like the poison under him, ever. I just stopped. I just stopped. I was like praying that I didn't get hit by those blobs. Demon Hunter got hit. I just stood under the boss's tail and I thought, please God, please don't send one my way. Please, I can't handle it right now. Please. Okay, we gotta bust. We gotta burn, baby. Oh, big party. But they're pretty so really good against the shield, because they can just eat at it, eat away with it so easily with the play Fate or Rift. Void Weaver? I called it every word except for like Void Weaver. Ooh. I think we can melee the boss, but I feel like that circle is just a little sketch. You know? And you can see the damage of the spec, like as long as you maintain your bleeds, you're fine. Maintain your dots, get a decent combo going with burst. What is this supposed to be? Broken items? I got a dagger broke. We replace it. I literally never had a weapon break mid-key like this before. That's fun. That's fun. It actually broke. And the guy's gone too. It would repair until I go to Dalaran. Or Stormwind. Or Extreme. GG's. Oh, I got the ocarina! Remember that thing? Useless. It's literally trash item. You know what? You know what? You have an ocarina. Or no? Can I trade it? I can't trade it for some reason. Hold on. I gotta reload. I don't see the trade window. Here we go. Take it. Take it, comic. Take it. Please. Trying to put a Hearthstone in there? Got cancelled. You just parked, didn't you? Alright, well I guess I get to keep it. Yeah, so this is Assassination. Should we go back and double back as a fate-bound rogue, by the way, boys? Outlaw? Should we do that? The OG, yeah, OG, yeah. TBC Legion was a sub 1 hour run. Old Kara. TBC Legion was a sub 1 hour run. Yeah. I just when they brought it back in, it was just like, it was a weird key. Link enter the room, give me back the ocarina. Link leave the room. Yeah. It's a unique little item. It's cute. It's kind of cute. It's adorable. And you can see the damage overall. The big envenoms throughout the entire run. Big caustic spatters. Bleeds galore. And looks like they fixed a lot of the bleed doubling up with like a road. So even after the nerfs to that, or the fixes that were letting you do too much more damage, you still did like very decent damage. Alrighty. Hey, 653. I do have a raid later tonight. Should we get a quick fate bound? Oh, that's the Ayer guy. I do want to see his build though. Like a mastery haste bear druid that's just chosen. Yeah, he moonfired the hell out of the dungeon, man. Look at that. It still does so much damage. Thrash is doing a bit more damage though now, which is nice. Lunar Beam does quite a bit. Thorns of Iron. You can see just like his build, right? It's just like so many passive like dot things. Sauter Barrage now, by the way, it's busted. Sauter Barrage, really? What were you playing before the Barrage then? What were you playing prior? The Barrage is really good. Let's try to see if we get one more run as Outlaw. Double back, redeem it. Let's see. And let me check out the new Blue Post stuff. Oh, they got the, what is it? Release the new block highlighting many features coming to War Within. Pre-patch, features, warband, skywriting. Oh, I guess it's just everything. Oh, there's like a full-on thing. Look at that. Available now. The actual early access. Global launch. The dungeons. I guess it... You see parts of this. It looks a little different than what I remember. And then Nuremberg Palace, Season 1, September 10th. For the timing for it. The Earthen apparently you can play them very early on. Like you'll be able to start playing them very quickly. The Dells and all that. Hero Talents. Basically all the other articles they put up. And then there's also a Blissfest. The hell is Blissfest? Blissfest, a week-long sale Blizzard Gear Store. Okay, that's cool. Oh, where's the cool stuff? I like the Lich King t-shirt. I mean, that's pretty neat. Oh, where's that game in a V-neck, dude? I'm a big fan of V-necks. If that comes in a V-neck, I think I'll get one. I think it'd be nice. Add some stuff to the wardrobe or whatever. Was playing a hard stick or basic attack build. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do want to try a basic attack build as like another class sometime. I think it'd be kind of fun, like experimenting or whatever. 100% crit chance, 50% lucky hit. Just add holding down right click. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Or should we do Windwalker instead, boys? What would you guys rather see? Outlaw as a coin flipping rogue, or like a Windwalker run maybe? What are you feeling like? What are you in the mood? Or, well, I'm still looking at the clock, man. I'm thinking maybe I should call it. Windwalker, we could try one. Because I want to see how buffed up they are, or if they feel any different. Coin flipping, Windwalker, outbound, coin flipping. Wait, hold on a second. I feel like I should flip a coin at this point. Be the fate-bound rogue. We'll do it like this. Tails will be rogues because they've been in the tails of the expansion development so far. At the tail end of things. Heads just monk just because tails works with rogue. Flip again. Rogue tails and it's rogue. Okay. That solves it. That solves it for me. We'll do another run. It's a rogue type of day to day. I hope I can do a different dungeon than like Necrotic Wake or Turn to Psy or something like that, right? Hopefully. And I gotta make sure I get the right hero talents because Trickster gotta go, dude. Trickster got bugged though, that's funny. As a rogue spirit, just flip a coin. Exactly. I'm already leading into like the thematics of it all, you know? And I'm pretty sure double Versa whenever I find it. Potion? Am I out of Versa pots? Okay, I'm out of master pots too. Oh my god. Oh yeah, they see the nerf version of pots too, right? They nerfed them. That's interesting. Dawnbreaker. I mean, Dawnbreaker is just a killing spree disaster, so I don't think I should do that one. Unless that's the only one we got. Stone Vault. Needs a healer. So, do we just Dawn, dude? Are we just in the setting Dawn? Grim Battle. Could go Grim. I feel like I've never had a really solid, like, easy running Grim in a long while. Oh, they got a Feral Druid over me. Alright, well, I guess they got Feral. City of Threads with Brewski. City could be fun. Actually, being a rogue, you actually get a buff in City. There's like a little thing you can interact with that gives everybody a 50% damage buff. It's nice. I'm gonna to farm the Umbra Crux though. Only got three. Dude, I got enough Umbra Cruxes. I had two. One I'm actually using. The other I had like as a bonus. I literally gave away an Umbra Crux. I should have just kept it and gave you one. You know what? Actually, do you need any uniques? I got a good portion of them. I could probably share. So you can make a lot of the rogue builds. I could share. You want some? I'll give you some of my uniques. Not like I want to keep at least one copy of each, but like the good ones. But like if I have any bonuses, like I give it you one. We should do some Hell Tide sometime. And like, there's a good chance I'll get them. I feel like I can get them all the time. Like I've given them away already. Somebody was like, "Does anybody have a spare?" I was like, "I do." I was like, "Is that a joke?" I was like, "No, you can have it." He's like, "Open trade." I was like, "All right." He couldn't believe it. I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." Got a great Hotfix with the fade in the bank. Fair enough. Yeah. I might have to check which one I got because I got a couple of those with like stars. I don't really know what the stars are all about, to be honest. I just know the more of them you have, the better. I might be able to like double check. Am I not getting in? Hello? No. Apparently not. I really don't want to do a key that I've already done. I want to do something different. And actually, City Threads is not about the key. It's like, it looks a little confusing, but like once you know your path around it, it's not bad at all. I did it with guildies and it went pretty okay. We even had a Unholy Deek, I played Blood. They kind of butchered the second boss. Second boss physically does nothing though. It's like a lot of flashy, but nothing, no damage. Stars are great affix. Oh, okay, yeah. So I have a couple of those Umbras, I think, with a couple of stars, unless I'm thinking of a different weapon. I know that I got a lot of uniques recently with those stars. Yeah, the affixes. I guess I should call them the right thing. Can you look for Sickle of Siphon and Dagger on the PTR auction house? Like on the actual auction house? I mean, I can. I don't really know what Sickle of the Siphon and Dagger is, but yeah. I don't know if how many people on beta are putting up stuff in the auction house. Sickle of Siphon. I'm not seeing it. Sickle of Siphoning. I'm not seeing siphoning. New version of deity snip. What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? Am I gonna have to do Dawnbreaker or Arakara, dude? Arakara, I feel like it's just such a... I don't think I've ever had a good run of Arakara. But no, I had one time. It went really well. It was a run with 0 affixes. That's why it went well. That one hurts. Like first boss of that one, it just hurts. I guess I'll just do it. Maybe. Oh, there's a Destro Warlock here. I do want to see if Destros got their stuff fixed. Because if you have a Destro, he's probably gonna pop off like really, really hard. And absolutely slam. Interesting. Are you a Hellcaller? Diabolus. Hold on, I think I might have fixed Diabolus again. This might actually be a really easy key if Diabolus is good. There is weapons Jin uses. Oh, okay. Siphoning Stiletto, sorry. What is a Siphoning Stiletto even? I don't think I saw one. Oh, HQ one. What was that again? Let me look up Siphoning Stiletto. Siphoning Stiletto. Is that an item? That is an item. Epic Dagger, item level 5 to 87. Oh, okay. Those you will not be able to put on the auction house, but those you'll be able to put up like to craft on. Those you'll be able to craft on. At least I don't think you'll be able to put up those on the auction house. I think those are crafted with work orders. Okay, I see it. Damages spells and abilities have a chance to siphon health. That's what's called siphoning. Okay. Opponent in turn does a ton of damage. What the hell? Is it that good of a weapon? All the way to mini boss. Okay. Curious is gonna be cool. Yeah, it's a cool item. I don't actually know how to craft it, but I can look it up on what is it, the work order stuff. If it said work orders, I definitely would have done it. I just had no idea. Citrus? Wait, Critters. I thought his name was Citrus. I was gonna be like, that's a cool name. I like that. But it's Critters. Critter himself, ain't he? A little beastie. Do we just start killing stuff? Do we just start doing damage? I think we can, right? But how a kick? Somebody does apparently though. What is hurting me? I don't even know what is hurting me. Nice. Good stuff. At least tank is still light, so we're okay for now. For now. Not for long though. Nice, we're alive. Oh, look at the damage we did too. Oh god, can I stun you? Can I make a stun you? Yeah, I can. Oh, take him back. Or Paladin come back. Wait to bop me, man. Or that works too. That was awesome. Look how much damage the coin did, by the way. Dispatches between the eyes. Dispatches literally hitting harder than the coup de grace one, and then coin. We're flipping them, flipping coins and flipping off the boss. It's like, you want to flip a coin? I got your flip right here. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so good. But yeah, you basically start using your finishers at 5 comm points, especially if you have like ambush procs, an ambush or pistol shot proc. 5 comm points, and like you do get more corner flips. You can either ramp up your burst, which is super nice, or you get more cosmic damage out of it. But look at the damage you can do with it. It is nice. More finishers rather than value finishers. It is interesting. Have to stun him for a second. This guy's gotta spawn ads, isn't he? Yeah, he is. He is. Oh, it hurts. Kilo dead. Somebody's got to take care of those orbs, by the way. I can't blind them as effectively. Also, okay, so the Wes, I don't know if you're around, but Diablos works again. Also, this is the best part of Fate Bomb, by the way. The double grapple. If you grapple, you can grapple again within 3 seconds or something like that. It is so awesome. Are you still alive? How the hell? Okay. At least we're still doing it. Also, I hate how he's not a mate. Why am I getting spat on and dying? I'm just getting spat on by these mobs and dying. Can I get a singular heal? I have no Cloak of Shadows for that one. I'm mad. I'm actually ass mad at that. And somehow my damage is still up there. Like, I barely lived. Shaman was out there teasing those things for a good half an hour. And how are you dead? This is rough. Like pulling all those guys on top of that dude with a big old Cosmic Ascension. Probably not the play. Just reset it, please. Please reset it. Thank God. Just spent 600 shards in Infernal thinking not a single unique. Oh no! That sucks. But Infernal thinking like the box? Right? The box for gear? Not a single one. Dude, I'll give you an umbrella because if you need one. Okay, I'll give you one. Alright, I'm not using one at the moment. Wait, you already have one, right? Okay. Guess you're looking for. If I have one with affixes, I'll just give it to you. I don't really. If I can, if I'm allowed to. I don't know if I can or can't. I'm so new to Diablo, dude. Still a baby. Literally, first season was season 5 or season 4. You're probably pulled into mini boss, right? Or we just not have CDs. Let Shaman just send everything there. Like that one we could have maybe. I think the problem was this boss did not have a tank to melee the entire time. I think that was a problem. That entire pull. Did not have a tank to melee. Yeah, like he's just not tank is not in melee. He can't melee anything. Although the bird, that shit hurts. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Slip? How you doing, my man? We're doing good. When you guys play Outlaw, if you play Outlaw, Why? Actually, no. Serious question. When you play Outlaw, do you prefer the ambush build, or do you like the keep it rolling, like roll the bones, sinister strikes, and pistol shots? What do you guys prefer? Ambushes or sinister strikes? I guess the better question. When you play your Outlaw, what do you prefer? Or like even just thematically, what do you prefer? I'm gonna die. Butter Shadow is huge for that though. Ambushes. Yeah, I do too. I used to, at some point I was kind of like whatever about ambushes, but then I'm like, you know what, I really like them. Ambushes feel kind of nice. It's like a unique way to like integrate almost like a sub-esque or what feels like a rogue into the class. Again, this guy is not a melee with the boss, so he's just gonna be melee me. I literally got an evasion and get a melee. I'm the tank now. I am the captain. I can say KR. It's too much RNG. That's the problem. With the current tier set, right? You don't have to worry about RNG as much. You can just kind of send it. But right now with KR, it's like too much of a timing thing. And then if you miss it, it just feels really bad. It's too long of a cooldown, right? If it's a shorter cooldown, that'd be kind of okay, right? That's why. That's why I'm not a fan of it personally. But it's because like if you miss it, like as you get like a little rand above, you're on like a sinister strike, and then your entire ambush whole window is just gone. Oh, it's the worst feeling ever. Also, I didn't have Blake Flurry that entire time. I'm just AoEing those things. Coin flip is just doing numbers. Also, fate an entry point if you're gonna dispatches back to back. That works okay too. You feign that. Okay, that's not as scary as it used to be. As they're gonna die. I have evasion for these sets every single time. If I do, I don't know if I will actually. I'm gonna poke that. That hurts a lot. Got some onslaught, we feint that. Hope for the best. Last question mark? Should at some point. We are next to ads. Nice. We don't want to have the boss next to ads because she'll just eat them. She'll eat her own babies. Couple of them on me. Gonna sippy cup, push over, get next to the healer, hope for the best. Vanish, hopefully that'll give me enough of a heal. Paint this. Where the ads are gonna be. I kind of want to just see if I can kite the ads, honestly. I can't even get over to the ads. Not effectively. I'm gonna feign this. Burn the sippy cup. Cloak it. In fact. Finish out the boss or the ad. And I think at some point we just gotta focus the boss. Let's go boss and just to see ads. I imagine. But when they're walking at me, that's not great. If I get to the boss too closely, over. I'm gonna faint. And it looks like the ads are chasing me quite a bit. We just go boss. Ah, we did it. Oh, that was like, whew, stressing a bit. I'm not gonna lie. That boss is like what kills groups. If people wipe with it, it's like, okay, done, key over. I like we had 16 wipes prior to that too, so it's like, yeah, of 6 in deaths at least. It's not amazing. This guy still hurts. What ambush build do you mean crack shot build? Ambush is the crack shot. Yeah, all builds use crack shot. The ambush build goes hidden opportunity, while KR goes keep it rolling, and as well as Equine Reprimand. Yeah, all of them are basically default crack shot builds essentially right now. If that makes any sense. Is this enrage? It is an enrage. Maybe shivering for this place is not that bad. This guy is really interesting because essentially it gives them all an aura where all enemies around him take 50% less damage. So you really want to single target the big guy as soon as possible and get CC. So like big funnel damage, like huge single target output. It makes classes like Warlock not that great for like Rain of Fire. You kind of just gotta KO ball that guy. It's just less value that way. You can see like Tails, dude. Look at the damage of Tails actually. Probably the only time Tails has ever been used or useful. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a very stretched out Sonic joke. Really bad one too. Got a big guy walking. Still rogue, still rogue. Oh, by the way, earlier, Wes, I don't know if you were in chat or not. This guy's Diabolist. So Diabolist is working. I don't know if it got nerfed or whatnot. It might have, but I need to check on the Warlock Discord. Because he's using abilities, but it's not really hitting the team. I don't really know. Unless he just got like a weird version of the build. Which could be that too. It does look like he's Rain of Firing and all that. Even in single target, which is what Warlocks were doing. I don't think he's running Shadow Burn. That's probably the problem. Probably not running the burn build. Feel the burn, baby. Yeah, he's not running burn. This build should be okay. Gotta kill it at some point, right? Am I the only one attacking it? I feel like I am. Oh, I was. Oh, that's a lot of ads. I feel like the group may fall apart here, but it's okay. It's okay if they do. Or maybe they don't. Okay. Working on an infinite buff. Working as an infinite buff. What do you mean? Working as an infinite buff? The pets, the salvo and all that? I don't really know. I don't know what you mean by infinite buff, honestly. So try to get used to wanton haste and some gears outlaw. Yeah, essentially you just kind of want to get like 10-ish% or maybe a little higher as an ambush build, or close to like 20% as a keep it rolling build. You need a lot of haste. You just need haste in the gear. So like next expansion, when you see gear with haste, crit, haste verse like haste crit, keep it, right? Even haste mastery to some degree would be kind of okay. I don't think they're ever gonna get a mastery in like a good spot. We did buff it, but like I don't think they're ever gonna get it to a spot where it's like really good. I think it's gonna take a lot more than what they've done so far to make it like even solid or decent as a stat. But we need like a rework similar to that of a what are they called? Survival Hunters, right? Survival Hunter Mastery rework, or similar to whatever they got as a rework. It's a whole new mastery. I feel like they could, right? I feel like they could. Could be mastered that maybe increases the damage of your auto attacks or something, right? Something passive. Just like a raw damage increase. Or maybe increases the damage of your like ambush, pistol shots, sinister strike. Because it feels like while other rogues are more about like big spenders, Outlook could end up being like a big builder type of a spec. That could be kind of like its uniqueness or whatever in design. I think we should pull that. I saw the elemental running in that direction. I was like, What the hell? Why is your alarm chilling? Oh, I don't know why they aggroed. I don't know why those little guys aggroed. Was it the shaman by accident? Were they just too close? I have no idea. Oh, now they're just mass spawning those big guys. Yeah, those little dudes are just gonna keep mass spawning these hulking dudes. It's over. It is a jover. Ouch. He said, please kick range. We do one pack anyway. I guess maybe somebody pulled an extra pack. I was like, all right, Tank, let's get another guy going. Something better about than tickling with the offhand? True, exactly. There's something that's anything that'll be better than tickling with the offhand. Okay. Gates bugged for that place apparently, or that flight path thing. Look at them chain light things though, dude. Oh, I should play some shaman at some point today. So little time, so many classes. We could shroud these. Yeah, we'll just shroud that. Shroud it, and then maybe pull the big guy. We're pulling double big guy now. That guy's just got a res. I'm just gonna run back. There we go. Okay, I almost missed that kick too. That could have been bad. Just wanted to make SD passive. Sliciness is essentially passive. It is essentially a passive for all three specs of Rogue right now. Not literally, but it essentially is a passive. Look, because they added for rogues a buff of cut to the chase. All specs have it. So when you dispatch, envenom, eviscerate, you extend your duration of your slice and dice. You might as well make it passive. It used to be passive back in Legion, actually. It used to be just a passive thing. Or rather, it was a passive. I think it was for assassination, but the other specs did not use slice and dice at all. They were kind of designed without it. But yeah, I could almost see like, I think they're just trying to like, okay, you want to get it revved up and going. And it's something you want to manage and maintain, mostly for like PvP combat. But yeah, I could see that as a take, honestly, just because like, well, like there's nothing really interesting about slice and dice, right? Just you maintain it, set it and forget it. Might as well make it a passive, right? I think it's a not a bad take, honestly. because the design is just not quite there. They could have done something more interesting with it, but they haven't. What am I in combat with? Nothing, apparently. Burning myself, shadowboxing somebody. Ow. I'm dead. For some reason I thought it wouldn't like keep like cascading. Oh god. Like the charge thing wouldn't just keep cascading like it was. Dude, the range kicks, man. Range kick, please. A range kick, please. Shaman, Warlock, anybody? Please. For freedom, yeah, that should work. Oh, look at those roots here. Yeah, it's looking shrink, yeah. We go again. Somebody kick range. I know, dude. I know. What are our kicks? Do we get any kicks? No, the melee kicked. The melee classes kicked. The range classes didn't even try kicking. Why is no one interrupting? That is a good question. Are they even talented into kicks? Yes. You are running, I'm assuming the... What pet are you running? Shadow Bite. Okay, so he's running the kick pet. Yeah, so you could have kicked. Melee kicks, man. On a range mob, please. Yeah, what do you think about this take? Raids on live should be as easy as they are in mob remix right now. After some time has passed, not saying that they should tune them to our gear, but meaningful. I don't necessarily disagree with that. Like, a mob remake is like a very, very interesting kind of environment where we are kind of getting to do like really, really wacky things. Really, really wacky things, right? So there, I don't think mob remakes are trying to like make super difficult content, but like, you know, as difficult as it was back at Pandaria, right? It's content that we've done. But for raids, like for mythic raiding, you mean like eventually mythic raids become as easy as they are like mythic garage right now. I do think there should be a better curve of like making content eventually over time easier. I don't think it should be as like as crazy as it was from mob, but I think you're onto something. Because I feel like at the end of the day, people do like difficult content. You know, like people that mythic raid particularly like it because it is difficult. Yeah, after eventually, you know, after some time the fight is like solved and it becomes farmable, right? It's not really specifically difficult. I wouldn't really describe it as difficult. But making it more accessible for like other players over time, I think there's nothing wrong with that specifically. Yeah. I tried to kick, man. I tried to kick. It got stunned. We gotta get CC on those things. I'm blinded. That's about all I can do. Do you have any reses? Probably not. Oh, we do. Gotta get more ads though. Keep your head on a swivel. I think I die again. Not having an easy time with this. Another ad. Another one. Oh, those things are so far away. Can I blind that? Yeah, I can. And just moonfires it from a distance, or flame shocks it down. That works too. There's like just a delay on my abilities right now. I'm like missing my globals. It's hard to explain. It never feels like there's some kind of a slight delay. Maybe a beta thing. Ugh. Don't have a care for that guy. Blind him though. Yeah, the ad manager for this part of the fight is brutal. A lot going on. And the tank, I really think needs to position that shockwave, yeah, to a corner like he's trying. Yeah, so we get as much space as possible. Then again, we are full manning this right now, so this is taking forever. Let's kill it. There we go. That took forever, man. Look at that coin, by the way, dude. Flipping coins, man. Holy. The coin does a lot of damage. Like it. I'll look at a raid. If the raid is designed where Outlook can do well, then yes. Generally, Assassin is a better choice because raids have burst phases and Outlook doesn't have burst phases. It's an uptime spec. It used to be basic on the boss the entire time to get any kind of value out of it. And that's generally not super well set up for raiding on average. There have been some raids like Castle Nathria, for example, was primarily an Outlaw raid. Except for like the final boss, which was better for assassination just because of the burst window. But like majority of the raid was like dominated by Outlaw rogues. Outlaw rogue also wasn't that bad in like Sanctum back in SL. Then again, Shadowlands though, right? Who cares? But Outlaw was pretty decent in some parts of the BFA too. It all depends on the fight and how it's designed. I think there's an opportunity for Outlaw to maybe do well in this raid tier, but generally default safe pick is the usually assassination because it has a specific like vendetta or death mark window, the specific burst window where it gives the most amount of damage in a very like a death moment. The dots also allow you to maintain dot damage. It really all depends on tuning though, right? Tuning of the rogue specs as well, how well can they synergize into a fight. So like Smolderon, when you burst every 1.5 minutes, Assassin's not great there, but Subtlety is great because it can do Vanish cooldown reduction thing. And it's really, really good for that, right? Is he just doing big pull? I don't think I've ever done the side pull here. Oh, get rooted. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this is like literally boss mechanics here. We're so dead. I can't move. I'm stunned. Yeah, world. I don't know the side. I have never done that side, but I don't think that is the play. That side is too claustrophobic. That is a lot you gotta pull. I think if you didn't pull those little flyers, maybe it'll be a bit better, but that's just a lot. Got stunned, unfortunately. Yeah, same. What does a coin do? So coin, basically every time you use a finisher at 5 comp points or more, you just flip a coin, which either does instant cosmic damage or buffs your damage by 10%. Every time you coin flip, either it's a tails or a heads, like a 50-50, like a normal coin flip. So think of like a coin flip's happening in the background every time you use a finisher. Every time it hits tails, tails hits harder and harder and harder with its cosmic damage, while heads buffs your damage by 10%. 12%, 40%, is like starts at 10 and buffs it by 2% pair. It's pretty interesting like that. DPS so I can move, but our DPS is low, so we're doing small. Is our DPS that low? This guy is throwing shade. Oh my god. Oh, and shade. I'm trying my best, man. So yeah, there's basically coin flips that happen in the background. If you see like a coin flying out randomly next to my character somewhere, that's the coin flips as part of the fate bound. It's very passive as a hero spec, but it's gotten a lot more effective. I used to complain about it, but at least it's like really pretty strong in the overall. That's like the only viable, the only good hero spec right now for Outlaw Rogue. Trickster's just not in a great spot. He's been too bugged for too long. I don't even know if they're gonna have Trickster ready, honestly. Unless they have like an internal build that's fully functional. But it's been like it's been a mess. Okay, we don't need to do literally 2 mobs at a time. That's just like embarrassing. There we go. Gotta make sure we get the kicks and dodge. Or... okay. Aggro would be nice too, but you know, I'll take what I can get. That was Fallen, Cypher Hands Outlet. That was really good back in the day, yeah. Trying to do 200 in front of the Horde. Level 200. Yo, good luck, 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 good luck. What tier is that? 6? It scales pretty quickly. Deathstalker broke in the first tomb. Deathstalker just wasn't functional. Yeah, for a good bit. Deathstalker just was not working. It's gotten a lot better though. But, oh god. Am I in combat? Free me a bag. Did he get rooted? I don't understand why he's going left hand side. I know the middle and this guy is not super fun, but I think you honestly just do down the middle, right? Instead of left hand side. Or you pull him down so you don't have to pull up the stairs. The stairs are bad and you're just doing a platform. I think that's how you want to do it, honestly. They're pathing up and down. You grab these 2 and you do them on this platform and it makes it that much easier. Galadriel left. Yeah, that healer left, dude. That healer left. This druid is given out to him. Complaining. Blah, 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 blah. Yapping in chat. I beg. Free to me. Free to me. I beg. I got a 90%. Just going on and on and on. I don't believe that guy. I don't blame him. Rest in peace. How do we do? Overall damage was, a little better. Like the coin is effective. It does a lot of damage. And you also got to take a look at not just the coin, but also the Fading Rewind, which is a random proc, or not a random proc. Every time dispatch crits, it cleaves 2 other targets for a portion of that cleave damage, 30% of that crit. Or that crit goes back to the boss if there's nothing else to crit. And then it's like coin uptime. So, but for this dungeon, so also there's a lucky coin. It's basically the capstone. If you roll heads 7 times in a row or tails 7 times in a row, you get a buff that gives you 7% extra primary stats. So that's what lucky coin does. And if you get any more 7 times in a row, you also get this like blast of lucky coin, which is cosmic damage, does 1 million or up to 1 million. It's alright, but you basically had a 7%, 50% of the dungeon was ran with a 7% agility buff. That's pretty good. You're looking at like what, 3.5% agility buff overall for the dungeon essentially. So I'm basically just have more agility, and you spend roughly 50% of the time in heads and tails. So roughly 50% of the dungeon was spent with like a 10% plus damage buff, or with a coin flip, or with a tails coin doing giga damage. It's pretty good. 50% up is pretty good. It surprisingly is better. It's a lot better if you have a coordinated group, because the only reason this falls off is if you die, the lucky coin thing, or if you're out of combat for longer than 10 to 15 seconds. I think they actually upped it to 15-second grace period. But if you can get in combat pretty quickly and stay in combat with something at all times, you could basically have it for the entire dungeon with like a good group, not a pug. So like if the tank and the healer and all of them are coordinated or whatever, and you're playing around the coin, 7% for the entire dungeon is pretty solid. It used to be like 1% agility, 1% crit, 1% versa, and then we're like, just 7% agility. It's even better. So it's pretty good. Like this capstone can be good. In pugs, I think it's going to be not as good. This is why rogues were theorizing that trickster should be better, but trickster has been so buggy that it's like, all right, just fate bound all the way. And like the coin itself is a decent bit of damage. You have a decent buff window, and like it's overall not terrible. It's very passive. You don't interact with it whatsoever, which is fine, but you generate more comm points with it with Deal Fate. When Sinister Strike and Ambush generates 1 additional comm point when they hit additional time. So like you could really just have a Sinister Strike, full comm points. Moments like that are kind of nice. And then Delivered Doom makes the Fate-bound Tails coin hit harder when there's no other enemies nearby. So like even better single target damage. So like I think if I could pull up boss damage or something, like this guy with boss damage, it's a lot of blade flurry damage, but like the coin itself when it hits tails, hits the boss for a decent bit, right? It's just passively there for 7% of my damage. Single target boss like what, the big dude. There's some cleaving, right? But look at the damage dispatches out here. You got Between the Eyes up here. Coin doing a bit of damage too, like pure single target. There's a bit of cleaving, right? I said earlier, but yeah. Like it's effective, but it's not super exciting. I'd say even Deathstalker is probably even better, right? Personally, I'd say Deathstalker Rogue was even a little better, just because like you have like that setup that you can do with big envenoms and the procs and all that stuff, like the little debuffs that you gotta work around like with your finishes or whatever. That's pretty fun. I kind of wish like Rogues had something like this, but like, yeah, all our hero specs are very, very, very passive, which I used to hate, but not the worst anymore, honestly. Like Sex Resetting, wasn't Deathstalker broken for? Yeah, Sex basically were, you couldn't reapply Deathstalker's mark yet. I know you could just basically reapply too many stacks of Deathstalker and you couldn't consume through all of them and you weren't getting any capstone benefits at all. That one really had a bit of a turnaround once they fixed it. Pharaoh's Wild in PvP right now. I want to see some Demo Diablo's dungeons. Maybe some other time, yeah. Because I got a raid I got to get to here in a bit. I got to get some food. I got a raid. I got all that stuff. So I'll be gone for the evening. I got a project already ready lined up for the evening. We're going to hopefully get everybody their mounts tonight. Hopefully it'll go quick and I can get my project done. I can maybe play some Diablo. And then have a day off tomorrow, get some more stuff worked on. And then play even more Diablo. That could be fun. Yeah, that could be a blast. But yo, thank you all. You guys are wonderful. Beautiful tier 8. Yo, that's big. They should have done a little Easter egg for Outlaw Heroes, but call it the Combatant. Honestly, I really, like, earlier we were talking about it and it said Defias, right? I really think you should have been able to, like, mark your rogue as, like, a Defias rogue, right? A Defias rogue. Or, like I said, like, how they should have taken, like, some of the rogue icons, right? Like a Ravenhold rogue. How cool would Ravenhold have been? How cool stuff would you have done, like the whole Ravenhold, like assassins and the planning and like the thematics of it could have been really cool, right? Defiance would have been awesome, man. And then you could have also done I mean Deathstalker I think is pretty good. Deathstalker rogue, which is like a sect of rogues, specific type of rogue that are like the undead. Defias are also the bandits, the brigadiers, right? And you could have done some cool thematic stuff there too. And then last one, Ravenhold would have been cool. Yeah, Ravenhold is like a name that is known. So instead of Trickster, Fatebound, Deathstalker, it should have been Deathstalker, Defias, and Ravenhold, right? You are, as a, like the thematic, it could have been like, as a rogue, you belong to the house Ravenhold or something, right? Or you come from the house Ravenhold. Therefore, experiences inside of that house taught you like planning is everything. And like you could have made a whole like thematic hero talent passive stuff out of it completely, right? Van Cleef is the man of the Outlaw Spec tree. It is the man of the Outlaw Spec tree, that's true. He is also Defias too, so that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. Fatebound is cool, but they could have done like Defias, and they could have made like similar thing to Fatebound, like a damage proc, but like thematic around Van Cleef. That would have been neat, right? That would have been really, really cool. I'm trying to learn Rogue. I want Rogue. I went to Rogue Discord, but they're like really scary. What should I do? They're not scary. Rogue Discord is not scary. They're very, very friendly and very helpful. If you have questions, ask away. They are very nice. I'm telling you right now, I promise you, they're very nice. I don't think I've ever had a bad experience in the Rogue Discord ever. Well, there was that one time me and this one guy got talking about like Roll the Bones, and it was saying it is the best ability ever. I was like, it is not a great ability. Nobody likes the RNG. We got back and forth into it because it's super, super like That's the one time I was like, had a disagreement with somebody, but everybody else really nice. I don't think, like even some of the community figures, I don't think I've ever had a bad experience with them. They're all very, very helpful. Hunter axe thrower. Dude, survival hunter in Legion used to literally have axe throw as an ability. It used to be part of your gameplay. You would throw like a bunch of axes and it did damage. Like that should have been a thing. That should have came back. That would have been the time to do it. Bring it back. It used to be a thing too. Bring it back. Just bring it back in. Honestly, I would have hated the Shadowpan sect of rogues to be a talent tree focused on vanish, chance combat. Shadowpan, I don't think they would have done Shadowpan because Shadowpan is a monk thing. But Shadowpan, like Shadow Monks, if you ever played D&D, right, or Baldur's Gate, that could have been just like a Shadow Monks, but like integrated into the monk with a shadowy teleport ability. That should have been their ability, a shadow teleport or whatever, right? That's like a mobility skill they get. Or like a different role, right? Modifies the role. Which like they could have just basically done that, but make it like make it like door shadows just without a cast time. Or like a really quick cast time. Where you can move around. How cool would that have been? That would have been so thematic and so cool. It's like, okay, you no longer roll. You teleport into the shadows. And have its own mechanics and like a main ability with Shadowpan. I think it's fine with this whole punchy thing or whatever. But like, yeah. Glitter transmog Chakram into Axe. That could work. Except they don't have Chakram anymore either. I get muted for 24 hours because that acrobatic strike change is not bad. And they cannot really consult all of them. Okay, well, acrobatic strike change is really bad, though, to be honest. Acrobatic strike change is not very, very liked. I don't think you got muted. I can't imagine being muted for just that specifically, unless it's like a joke. But no, like, I think the acrobatic strike change is really bad. I can't agree with that one. So if you like said it and they were like, no way, and you defended it and then got in a spat with somebody and then they muted, then I don't know the context, right? That's all I'm saying. But I can't agree with that statement. I feel like that is bannable. That is banishable by law. Acrobatic strike change, objectively, is not a good change. But if you're fine with it, that's cool, right? But it is not great for Rogue at all. Yeah. I don't think anybody likes new acrobatic strikes. I don't think this melee change is good because the game has been going in a wildly different direction. So it's just something everybody has to now adapt to, and it doesn't feel like an upgrade, it's a downgrade. I think it's better for overall health of the game. So the problem is there are okay, so if they maybe made a melee range thing a thing, but then increased hitboxes, right? Or add hitboxes, or maybe just gave everybody like a longer range baseline or something, that'll be fine. The problem is they still keep making mechanics that force you out of melee range, but the melee are not being rewarded for uptime. It's not like melee just do giga damage, but they have to get out of mechanics, and that's what reduces their damage. Melee do like subpar-ish damage compared to most range, but range don't have to stop doing damage, and melee have to. There's no, there's supposed to be a downside and an upside. If you're gonna make it so that melee now have to walk out of mechanics a lot more regularly, but their damage is now flatlined 40% higher than that of ranged, but they are limited by mobility mechanics, I'd be okay with it. Right, and have that a PvE thing, not a PvP thing. Then it'll be like, okay, well, melee now have like an advantage, but mechanics is what hurts them. And then it's like, you can add a bunch of mechanics to make it harder for melee to have uptime, so the range can be more on even footing. But we basically just like took away melee range. And like most melee had some kind of little bit of range, not all of them. And it felt like the game was trending in the direction to give more range, but then they removed it. But it's not like they made hitboxes better. It's not like they reduce the impact of melee mechanics where it's like, you know, you have to completely run away from boss. You can just adjust to the left or to the right or whatever. You know, it's not like you can't really use your mobility. All you can do is back away, get safety, and then get back in. All you can do is back away as fast as you can and get back in as fast as you can. And that not necessarily is not like interesting in gameplay. If it was more like a dance that melee had to do so they can always find a different position while going through rotation, so they can avoid boss mechanics while constantly having uptime, that would have been like, okay, it's a different kind of game now. Have you done dubs on a rogue? I'm scared they're going to be really bad for them. Yeah, the rogue's dubs are fine. I've done them up to like tier 8, which is like the tier that you need to do them for like endgame gear for the vault. I didn't have a lot of good gear. I did have like a tier set, like a very basic version of a tier set. So I had a 4 set for Outlaw and like a bunch of like whatever gear I got from open world stuff. So 580 item level and like 560, no, 600 to like 605 to maybe 610 on one item for the tier pieces. But like most of my gear is 580. Devs you can do up until like tier 8 or difficulty 8, whatever you call it. Yeah, you can do them. Higher difficulty, I probably would need more gear, but I was doing it on like a leveling character just to see like how well you can do. And yeah, no, you could get some, you can just do them on 8. It doesn't take that much of gear. Like as long as you're careful, because there's no timer in a delve, right? So you can find going slowly or optimize your cooldown. So like, okay, I got big CDs, I'm gonna go to a big pull and really get a lot of stuff done. Or I don't have a lot of CDs, I'm just gonna stick around to like side objectives to get the delves done. Yeah, you can get it done just fine. 1000 DK's got like a 200-yard range and all skills, so I think it will always get. Yeah, like they were heading in that direction of giving melee more range, and it's like, okay, it seems like they're just gonna make that 8-yard range the melee. That would have been fine, right? Because if there was a game as it is right now, but all melee had an 8-yard range instead of 5-yard range, would have been perfectly fine. I don't think a lot of people were complaining about it, even in PvP. Like, are there some points where it's like, it feels like a melee is not quite a melee? Yeah, sure. But like, range have gotten a lot more ability also. It's not like warlocks don't have a port and a gate and CC, right? And mages are blinking all over the place, right? It's melee range got quite a bit of kinetic potential as well. Like shamans can literally just root you and knock you around like a beanbag all over the arena, right? So it's not like, if it wasn't a problem in PvE for us to get more range, it wasn't an issue at all. Now Mythic Plus not raiding, and it wasn't really impacting PvPers that much. Plus, in PvP they could change it so that melee have a range in PvE, don't have that extra range in PvP. Would have been fine, right? Would have been perfectly fine. When you enable war mode or in arenas or in BGs, you don't have that extra range. Fine, right? That would have been perfect. Nobody would have complained if it was that big of an issue in that regard specifically. But yeah, it just reminded me of someone muting a player, the balance 14 Discord, because the class got there, said it was bad. I still have not seen that video you linked, Brago, the one that is like healers wanted to strike. I still have not watched it. I meant to. I forgot about it completely. Now that you mentioned FF. Can Delves give mythic rewards plus tier 8? So they give like her, I think it's hero track rewards. I don't think Delves vault gear. Vault gear can, Delves at most can give you like higher end heroic gear or equivalent to a heroic grade gear, which I mean goes up to like tracks to mythic gear eventually, mythic track. So like you'll be like you could get really decent gear on a delve, but I don't think you can get the best of the best of the best of gear, right? Hey Del, what level do you need to be to do the events on Fresh Tomb? The open world stuff. What do you mean, Lakura? The pre-patch event, level 10, starting level 10. You're good. Pretty excited for BG Blitz. Same. Getting into 100 classic sets and arm type missing. Yeah, dude. People have done it right now so far, and people have been able to buy them up. So if you wait to do it now, at this point, like if you haven't got a full set of gear, might as well wait, right? But if you had gear, people were getting it even right now in the off season. It was still working with people were able to get all the pieces. I remember that I got 1800 back in RPGs way back in our day. I made sure to buy all the stuff that I cared about. Mostly Alliance gear at the time. I don't think the Horde gear is that good, but I'll probably go back and get like the cloth sets and plate sets. Those were solid. Yeah, so the pre-patch event, level 10, and you're good to go. It's fast leveling. Just roam with groups and do events. The more events you can get done, the better. And the more participating in events, not like really getting a lot done. Is anybody else getting drops on wrong armor type for pre-patch stuff? Like in the pre-patch event, sometimes you'll get gear that isn't part of your class, but it's warbound gear to put in your warbound bank. And then that's mostly for ults and stuff. Yeah, so sometimes you'll get gear that isn't part of it, but it's like warbound gear for like all of your ults and all of that. It's like I always think of it like as a bonus drop that your ults may be able to use if you have any ults. I just look at it as like a way for me to farm mogs, right? Like I have the full cloth set for mogs, but I'm okay with it. Dragonhouse Supply is no longer a warband transferable currency? Why? Why Dragonhouse Supply is no longer warband transferable? I felt like that was a big dub, but apparently... Huh? Why would Dragonhouse Supplies? Yo, that's cooked. Alrighty, boys. I'm gonna go. I had a lot of fun with Rogue. Assassin is awesome. Outlaw, it was funny. Testing out the bug. Tricks are still... pile of dog water. What, are you burning?
King's honor, friend.
Oh no, you're not. It's literally a gnome behind you with a fiery axe. That's why it looks like you're burning. I was gonna say, like, is the guard on fire? No. This little This little scoundrel back there is putting him on fire. Like from this thing, it looks like he's on fire. I'm like, huh? Did he set himself on fire? There's a torch in his hand. Yeah, tomorrow, day off. I'm chilling. Friday, back with Duels, boys. Back with the Duels, baby. I don't know if I'll do this in the beta or pre-patch. I think we'll do them on pre-patch again on EU and then beta afterwards on EU or NA. That'd be really fun. But yeah, thank you all so much. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna hopefully leave you guys with a better song than this. Oh, let's do one of the songs earlier on. We first started the stream. Was it this one? I like this one a lot. Alrighty, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you guys all Friday night. Yeah. For some reason, I read this carbuncle for a second. Alrighty, boys. I'm bad at ending this. I'm just gonna go. Alrighty, bye.